It was Trump's side. So
I don't know most of the stuff. All I'm going off is what I saw.
Donald Trump. No, you sound like Trump.
Debate channel on. I do not want to get sucked into that. Isn't this the country that?
Listen, because I'm not fucking done yet. What do you get?
Welcome back to another freaking debate. Podcast. You're joined by our usual four, -1, and replaced with Dr. Speed, as you've been called.
Yeah, apparently so. We're called Dr. Speed now. Some reason.
Never that behind you.
Where did you get your doctorate from?
I don't know, mate,
Why
to be honest. Apparently.
Take it out of shot to go in shot.
I'm trying to help Lee.
You're
There we go. It's dealt with, all right. What was we going on about then, anyways? Yeah, I don't know why I'm being called Dr. Speed, but yeah, achievement. I wanted to get that for ages. Yeah, don't know, mate. Just got given it. I think it was Jev won it.
I think it was Jev. Yeah.
Says Doctor. Don't know why, but there we go.
The Doctor.
Yeah. I don't know if you wanted to do games or anything, because I did bring a game with me. But unless you was doing that later.
I haven't got a game.
I was hoping to win again.
But I've got some gaming trivia that I've brought to the table.
Gaming trivia?
What's your trivia
That's a pretty good idea, to be honest.
You can put a game into the chat. You could be a virtual game.
Oh, you could find a picture of a game on Google.
Yeah.
So when it comes back to this, you go beep.
I'll send it to Jev.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do the trivia. Are we doing that then? We're doing the trivia.
I've got a good one in that little bag over there.
See, so you brought one as well. Yeah, nice one, buddy.
I need to go to my shelf.
Yes. I'll go and find one. Not up here, because we know what's up here, okay?
Hang on, wait there, Lee, if you're going to go past. Take these off, in case one of you is snooping.
Well, I think you was thinking about putting the title about, what was it, Space
Marines
Marines, maybe about that. We don't know, but we could talk about that a bit if you want to. Epic game. Good. Amazing.
I was watching you last night. It was great.
You was, weren't you? Yeah.
And clipping you.
Yeah, and clipping us and everything, yeah. It was also in a tutorial for CeeLo, who was struggling to find out to paint his outfit and everything.
As soon as he heard, he goes like, yes!
Well, he actually saw, didn't he? He saw both of us all kitted up in different colours and everything and gear, and he's like, what? What? This ain't fair. I'm going to change it.
It's so funny in the clip. You just see him like running away. It's like, I'm going to do
Josh,
it.
And I was like, no.
Josh wouldn't let me do my cosmetics.
Yeah.
What cosmetics have you gone for?
He was being a right diesel.
I wasn't. I was literally just saying, like, don't do it now because you're going to start a mission and it takes like, what?
You went in on him.
I was like, it's going to take an hour or something.
We can play it back, Josh. You were being a diesel.
I was just saying we wanted to start a game.
Up and down the tracks.
Diesel from Thomas. Yeah,
is it
he's
from
always grumpy.
Bullet Train? He makes that joke, doesn't he? What do you use? A fucking diesel.
I don't think they swear in Thomas. Yeah. I've seen Bullet Train. Yeah,
because that's where the analogy's from, right? Isn't it?
Bullet Train's amazing.
I watched it the other day. Fucking diesel.
Long story short, it's just basically the fact that he wanted to do his cosmetic, and it takes a long time to sort it all out and everything and understand it. And we was about to start a game or a mission, and then you decided to do it right at the start. That's the only reason why I was saying, no, don't do it now.
You made me the non-cool friend who didn't turn up to the party with a costume.
Were you just a basic bitch ultramarine?
Come prepared.
You were just in standard blue.
Yeah, so they were like, they turned up to this dress-up party in costume. And I was just like in standard gear.
So what do you look like, or what do you look like?
So he spent a while trying to do it all, and then he realised at the end he didn't actually do any operation, so he couldn't do any colours. So we eventually
didn't even spend that long.
No. I never said to spend it long.
You said I spent ages.
I said it would take time to do it.
Well, you don't have colours unlocked from standard.
You've got to hide the game, though.
No, you don't actually unlock it yet.
Oh, come golf's up there.
I forgot to display them.
Yeah. So anyway, you did the operation, and it was pretty good actually.
Good game though, I will say.
Yeah, I mean we were doing it on minimal though at the time, so we could do it on. God, I forgot what the actual
hard.
No, it's not just hard though. It's called something else.
It's called Get Good.
Silly hard.
Impossible. Insane.
Forgot what the name is, but yeah.
Anyways, anything above normal is pretty. Intense.
Yeah, but it was a certain word. It was weird, but. I noticed it last night. I tried to go on that, but there wasn't that much on it. So, but yeah, I only did 2 more operations after you guys left, anyways, that night.
Yeah,
but it was good.
I'll tell you the one thing I didn't like though. I've had to redo that long mission.
The one that we all did.
Yeah. I redid
Not operations, the campaign.
No, yeah, in the campaign. Yeah, I redid it today.
Well, at least you can go through the storylines while you listen to it more, because the campaign is sick.
The campaign is good, but I need to replay it again.
Do you like
I've rushed
Titus?
it.
What, the whole campaign?
Yeah. Well,
are you going to do it on harder mode?
No, I might just do it on easy, just for the story.
Do you like Titus?
Tell you what, why don't we all just do it on? Because obviously you get an achievement for doing it on more difficult levels, right?
Yeah.
And
we're
all down for getting bigger achievements. But if you go to the highest achievement anyways and try and do it all on that, you get all the achievements for the difficulties.
Okay.
If you do the highest
that's fair.
If you know
I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, because then you get all the achievements for all of them. So if we could try and do that with all 3 of us, it would take some time.
It's pretty difficult.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But with all 3 of us on it,
right.
It's going to be a bit more easier, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, a bit more fun, I should say.
I know about fun.
So what do you like then? A sword or a fucking bolter or a
I'm a
rifle?
gladius kind of guy.
Is that a sword?
Was you a heavy?
Yeah. No, I was
bit rude, man.
No, he was a heavy.
No, it wasn't a heavy.
You had the armor with the piece coming over.
No. I was the melee guy, the close. So I had the big combat knife.
It wasn't the assault. It was
Chainsaw.
the other guy that did
Well, they turn the light on in the toilet.
You shoot it up there and you fly off it.
Not grapple.
Grapple hook.
I was the grapple boy.
He is the grapple boy.
Funny enough, the game gave me a black character for the second time.
He knows.
Yeah, with zero influence from me.
Did it do that on Fallout as well?
It was funny because every time you walked up to us,
on Fallout you create your character.
Jeff noticed it twice straight away, didn't he?
Yeah.
He just told you straight away. He goes,
"No,
how come you're the black character and not me?"
I said to Jeff, I was like, "Oh, you never guessed what?" I was like, "It was like this game knows." And I said, "Jeff, look at me," and he was like, "Oh, it has it, is it?" I was like, "It's giving you."
The second time he said, "Yeah, the second
time.
I'm black again."
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I do prefer the Spartacus sword. It is a gladius, isn't it?
Yes.
That's a Roman sword of gladius, but
the chainsaw.
I'm not. The chainsaw sword is a bit slow.
So
the knife is quick, but not too damage.
Is the movement set movements? Because when I was watching you, it felt like you were just like 1, 2, or combo movement.
Yeah. Well, basically, I was
1, 2, 3 pull head. 1, 2, 3 pull head.
Yeah, because I was the Wobeck, was it, or something? The Wobeck or something.
You're the guy with the shield.
So it's a shield and a sword. So he literally can only do, and he's got a pistol as well. Yeah. Bring that.
Why do you have a shield when you've got a massive suit of armor?
Because sometimes with the shield, it's like guardian in it, and that's what it pretty much was. His information for this character was he's a guardian of other space marines, and for guarding higher level. Higher ranking officers and all that, like that was their main role as space
like
engineers.
A bodyguard.
Yeah, pretty much like the guardsmen in the army, right? Okay, so sorry.
Does the shield not deflect the sniper routes?
Shields, yeah, it deflects a lot of stuff. But the problem is when you're starting off with your certain character, they're not as good, obviously, at the start. So it's going to take a while until I build them up to badass stage, if you know what I mean.
He needs to get good.
Yeah, and then obviously once you get up your levels, you upgrade your gear, you get legendary weapons and all that kind of stuff as you go through. But the detail and everything that you get to upgrade, so once you've got certain operations, you can start putting in more better armor looks, and you can change every bit to them, like the gauntlets, the hands, the arm on the side,
it's pretty what do you call it?
It's a bit like Halo.
Editable, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty editable. So when you go to each part, you can change the color of each little part as well, like on you. So got multicolored character now. Yeah, I've got
what did I have? Because you got like all the different factions that you can unlock.
You had a light blue, which was Wolf Clan, I think it was type of.
No, that was just standard. But when we unlocked it, it had the black armor.
You did?
I forgot what they are.
I thought you went to a lighter blue.
No, I went to. Oh no, I went.
Yeah, you were still blue.
I created my own.
It wasn't a dark blue. It wasn't the natural.
It was a teal.
Blue. Yeah,
it was a teal,
which was. A wolf
half blue, half green.
But in the
space.
What I'm trying to say is,
what
Jeff was saying as well, like actually in the Warhammer universe,
it's
actually a certain type of regiment, and that was the wolf group clan or something.
Is that Space Wolves? Do you mean?
Something like that.
Lunar
Yeah,
Wolves.
I
Lunar Wolves.
can't remember the actual name of it though. But yeah, it's. To be honest, since playing the game, I do want to get a bit more into the actual.
Because your partner bought you a Warhammer set.
She did, yes.
Have you painted any of
No,
those?
She painted it.
She painted it.
I did.
How come when I came into your gaming room that one time, I was like, "Oh, you painted those," and she was like, "I painted
No,
those."
what she did, she painted one shoulder on one of the Space Marines, okay, and she did a good job of it. It was just a blue shield bit on the side, so she did a good job. But I glued them all together. And then I sprayed them all as well because you're supposed to spray them all to get that better look and colour at the end of it, you see. So I gave them because that's what I used to do in my standard Warhammer, because I used to have just basic Warhammer, and now then you have Warhammer 40k. So she's bought me the Warhammer 40k, which is the first time I've ever had Warhammer 30k. So I've never gone into that era, but now I have, and it's a pretty cool starter pack actually. It's Space Marine and Necrons, and they're both like I would say the Space Marine's a bit more easy to paint. Because they're just basic colour, and then you just like painted the little trims and all that kind of stuff with gold.
Oh, Necrons are tight.
But Necrons though, they do look badass, and they have like loads of different details on those. But the Tyrion is even worse, like you said, the different colours, textures, and all that. Same as the Elgar and all that, like so. But it's good to actually get back into that. It just takes a lot of time with the painting and everything that. So which I haven't.
Well, one of my friends, he really got into it. It's funny.
Yeah.
He got diagnosed with ADHD, I think, the other day,
right.
which was like a relief for him. Well, like probably like last month. He's the same age as me. Like his birthday is the next day from mine, basically.
Right.
But he got into Warhammer, just like he can pick something up, and he's just like, yes, I'm so like
super keen on it for a while, and then goes off it.
He phoned me up, and he was just like, "Oh man, I bought like a Warhammer pack thing," and I was like, "Oh, cool." I was like, "Oh my god, I'm painting them," and he was phoning. He was like, "Oh my gosh, how great this paint is!" And he'd send me pictures and stuff. And I was like, "Do you even like tabletop games?" Like, I've never played tabletop games. They don't interest me. And he was just like, "Yeah, the game looks shit, but I like painting the Warhammer." Yeah, literally, that was just his thing. And he phoned me like he bought like he spent 150 quid on like a tiny brush and stuff like that.
I gotta admit, a lot of people have got into it, like same as me in a way. Like I just liked actually having them as figurines and actually just painting them and styling them all up, and then having a cool little statue like in where you've done that, and it's amazing little thing to do. Like so not a lot of people actually play the game, but just actually get into it and just craft it, and it's good fun. Like
it is kind of weird, to be fair, because there is people who are just completely only about the lore and stuff.
And they go really deep into it. But like I remember last time with the old Warhammer, I actually ended up making my own type of characters. So with the orcs, I ended up putting different objects on them and everything. Like I had a bigger plate, because you put them on a plate, don't you? And then I added other stuff to it, like a different type of shield. Like he's just picked up a new sword and picked up another weapon, and he started doing that. I actually preferred creating an actual figurine out of stuff that was left. Instead of actually making something that I'd just been told to make, so I found the creative side a bit more fun.
It allows your imagination to go a bit wild, and you're like, "Ooh, this color can be that color."
I had one guy, I did a really cool one, a horse going up over the top, and then because it was set like that, I put a guy at the bottom, and instead of a shield, I gave him a gravestone to hold. So he was using a gravestone for a shield, and then he tried to give a pistol up there like that on his hand. It looked awesome, but I never like put it anywhere.
We've just taken Josh back.
It was, it was
the tender age of 10.
I was like 14 or something then, so, but yeah, it was good just having that kind of
undiscovered ladies.
A lot of
14 and having not discovered the
you wait, mate. You wait. When you get older, you're gonna have to get into a hobby on it to keep you busy.
When I get older, my hobby's
you never
gaming.
Know. A lot of old folks go into like train making, all this train.
My hobby's gaming.
Trains,
currently
car
gaming
making,
and gym.
Although
I don't look like I go to the gym.
A lot of people go into boat making and all that, don't they? So it might happen soon.
The Lieutenant Commander's making a model Spitfire at mine at the moment.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
that'd be nice to do.
Yeah, he's painted it all. It's a Mark. I think it's a Mark III Spitfire.
How big?
Just like 172.
Like a small one. Yeah,
it's only about that. Yay big.
That'd be good.
Spitfires. It might even be a Hurricane. Actually, it's a Hurricane.
Do you know what I could get into? What actually as a hobby? Rock crawlers.
What, building a rock crawler?
I could get into that shit.
We're gonna have to get you a chimney then, aren't we?
Not like no, like as in RC rock crawlers.
Oh, radio control.
Right.
Why don't you get into full size rock crawlers?
Because
I watched spot to go
because
to.
I watched a video of you crossing the river the other day.
You watched it again?
I actually watched it again. Yeah.
What was it? A flood? Was it getting like
It was great. I don't know.
under the
did I show
water?
it to someone?
Oh, yeah. I wrote
Yeah, I
the
think
car.
I showed it to one of my
It was
mates.
about a year ago now.
Yeah, I showed it to one of my mates.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, was it last year or was it this
It
year?
might have been the year before. Wasn't it?
Yeah, fuck
Two-
no, it was
2
like
years ago.
November.
Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, because
Fuck, man, a whole year ago. Jeez, crazy.
yeah.
Is it no longer?
Huh?
Is it no longer than a year? Actually?
I mean, we can have a look on
no,
Facebook.
not for
Dan's
the-
got the video.
We'll check
The
it out.
Vitara,
Check
not
it
the
out in
Jimny.
background.
Right, okay.
The silver one, not
Yeah.
the blue one.
Mm.
Yeah, because you came with us a few
Yeah, I'm
times
thinking
with
yeah.
that girl. I forget what her name is. but
Yeah.
We went with Tim and Co.
Oh yeah, did we?
Yeah,
Did I take you?
Yeah, I went with you, Tim, and Dan.
MG.
Okay.
And Dan drove down the river that day, and we didn't.
Which river?
I don't know. You took us to like some weird green lane thing.
Where were we? Worcester or?
I don't know.
Mm.
In the countryside.
In the countryside.
Somewhere in the
in
countryside.
in
of the
English
sticks,
country.
like, yeah.
In the
So yeah, so spaces, but obviously the problem is now, which I'm just finding right now, if we're all playing it, it's hard to talk about it together because we already know. I mean, because if I said, "Do you know about this?" but it's like, yeah, we saw that together.
Yeah,
Okay,
I see
right.
what you mean. Yeah,
So
because it's not a
yeah,
it's
so
not
it's
an
a bit more
individual experience.
exactly when you have an
Yeah,
individual experience. You can actually describe everything and go through all the stuff that you talked about. But when we're just going over
Yeah, but it's
reminiscing
fine,
stuff,
Josh. We
like
can
no,
talk
no,
about-
I get
We
that.
can
I'm
talk
just-
about how you
I'm just
how
saying.
you were nicking my executions. You
No,
know?
no. Oh,
Okay.
see,
He is a
You
kill
was
stealer.
doing
I was
this
a kill
his
stealer.
all the
execution.
time.
He's a notorious kill stealer. he is.
I like hit a guy like 6 times. I'm like, I'm nearly got him. So he gets the execution. All I see is you grapple hook in, mine, and just take him out. Like, and then I looked at him and I see you doing it to Jeff as well twice. And I was like, God, he's not gonna like that.
Executions. Yeah, but the executions recharge your shields, man.
That's
So,
maybe
like,
why Jeff was so quiet.
yeah, that's an execution, man.
I know.
Nah, it is
But when you
good.
worked up to that moment, it's like, I deserve
Yeah.
that kill.
Speedy was bad for kill stealing on Halo 2.
Oh, behave.
Oh, behave.
What are you
I'm
on
gonna,
about?
I'm gonna make a drink. Lee.
And I didn't play with
Yo.
you. I didn't play Gears with you,
Gears.
but I bet you were
I've
on
left
Gears
them
as
over
well.
there.
The Gears, mate. I was badass on
Gears
Gears.
was amazing. I played Gears with Josh.
Mhm.
Gears 1.
Too.
We did
Gears
the
one's
the
the-
horde mode. And it was ace on Gears. It was.
I loved hard mode.
Oh yeah. It wasn't it just constantly until a certain wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was like 50 waves, wasn't there?
Yeah.
That was it. 50 waves, and I completed a couple of times the 50 waves.
Did
And
you
on
ever-
certain
did
I
you-
never
maps.
got
Did
up
you
to-
ever
I
play
got
Beast
30,
mode?
I think it could have been.
It was
Yeah,
good
it's a bit
because
weird.
you get to set up your defenses. You get to set up your defenses and
It
all
was
that.
30
like,
on
lines
Beast
and all
mode,
that.
but
That
you
was
had
a
to
good
play
thing
as the
about it.
Locust going after the humans.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that bit. You had to change over. Wasn't really a fan of that one though.
I thought it was cool.
Drink in
I
the
prefer-
pod.
It was cool that they put it in. Though.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. It was good, but I prefer the woman. It was because I think the good thing about it is where you get to build your defense with the money that you take in. So you'd be like, okay, look, should I do this? So it could mess you up big time. But you build a lot of barriers, don't they, for them to get through. And it was just like bloody, wasn't it? Right, it was just loads of them coming at you all the time.
Good, man.
Yeah.
Gears 2 was amazing.
Mm. Yeah, I'd not really played the
Shout some
the newest ones. I think. What was the newest one now?
5 or 6 or something like
5,
that.
and that was after
6, I think.
Judgment.
It's all they're crap.
I
crap.
lost interest at Gears 3. I
Yeah.
quite liked Gears 3, but
I didn't like Gears 3 all that much, but to be honest, I did play it, but I didn't play the online. I didn't play any of the online on Gears.
they have
really
an
after
online.
Yeah, they all had online, but it was Gears 1 for me, and then it went back to Call of
Gears
Duty,
1
and
was
then
good.
didn't really do much Gears 2 because I just didn't think it was quite as good.
Gears 2 was my fave.
Gears 1, I just kept on just wondering, like, what did he do? Because it was all saying about, your main character. And because he was a big, famous person, but he was imprisoned, wasn't he, afterwards?
What, Marcus?
Marcus, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because he was
Tells you what he
imprisoned.
did in Gears 1.
Not really fully, though. What I mean, like, what I wanted to see, though, is actually go through his actual, what happened and what he did do. And I don't know if they do show it now, I can't remember.
Isn't Gears 5 like his son?
His son,
it's
yeah.
it's so lame when they do that, isn't it? Oh, his and Anya's.
Like he had time to settle down in that shit. like all that shit going on, he had time to settle down and have a son.
Well, they won the war, didn't they? The end of Gears 3.
No, they just stopped the. They didn't.
They did, dude.
I don't remember.
Wasn't that the one when they
doing
went
it, though.
down and just stopped them from actually advancing, but they didn't
They were
actually
like-
win the war? They
No,
were
at the
still
end-
there.
They're like
at the
on
end
a
of Gears
ship,
3.
weren't they?
At the end of Gears 3.
Was it
Yeah,
Gears 3 on a ship?
yeah, and then they go to that island at the end, and Marcus Phoenix's dad's there, and he's created this machine that's intended to destroy the emulsion. And
Right.
because-
Yeah. I
and
remember
because
that
and
bit.
because the Locust are partly
they need
created
it,
by
kinda,
emulsion, I suppose. It kills them too, but Adam Phoenix tested this machine on himself by injecting himself with emulsion, so he turns to action.
But I'm pretty sure afterwards,
And everybody
still
dies.
It still didn't kill him off though. It didn't win the war because it still carried on after.
No, because it destroyed all the emulsion. It killed all the Locust and all the Lambent Locust, didn't it?
that was that the one when we went underground all the time? They had to put it down in like diggers.
No, it was Gears 2, mate.
You're going back, like, are getting little vivid
Way
pictures of
back,
it, like,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I remember the coal train.
Yeah, but Warhammer's got that horde mode feel though.
Yeah, in operations.
Yeah.
Well, in a way, but you don't actually just defend one bit and they're coming at you waves, innit? I mean, in the
No, I
operations,
know,
you're
but-
just going through a set stage, certain sections, and then
More
doing-
the more the whole like you could be overwhelmed by enemies type situation. You know, like it's effectively a horde mode without being called a horde mode because it's just
Kind
waves
of.
enemies,
I
isn't
mean,
it?
the whole. I know what you're saying there, but the
Yeah.
whole point of the operations is because as soon as when you're in the campaign doing the missions, your main guy says Titus. Sorry, he
Yeah.
says like, okay, I need 6 people to do this mission.
yeah.
And then
So
he's like, okay,
you're
yeah,
just doing what the
all
other
I can
team
do,
were doing, yeah.
all I can do is give you 3. And then whilst you're doing that, he tells them to go and do something else to help them do that. And through the campaign, you're like, when is that transmitter down?
Yeah.
And then you hear it. Oh, we're doing it now. That's the
what you're
operations. The
play- yeah,
operations is the other person doing those side missions. You know. So I mean, that's the
That's
good thing
pretty
about
cool
it.
how they've done that. As
Yeah.
well.
I wish they did add though like a defensive horde mode section.
There
'cause that would be
might
pretty
do.
dope.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm not a fan of just PvP, to be honest. I used to play it quite a
Yeah.
bit, but I just
PvE.
get bored of it. It's just literally just kill each other and that's that. I like an achievement of trying to get through so many waves. That's
Yeah.
why that's why I enjoy hordes more.
I'm done pretty much with PvP now.
PvP. Yeah, it just bores me. I just don't see the point of just keep going against each other. And
But
that's
I
that,
miss
and that's
being
that.
good at snipers and Destiny PvP.
Sniper and PvE.
It's not the same. It's not as satisfying.
Did it change the difficulty then? And it's more satisfying if you pick
It's not,
someone off. It's all about how good you got that kill, really, of sniper. And I find,
Yeah.
you know, I don't really think it doesn't matter like which person you are shooting or whatever.
To be fair,
like.
nothing compares to a really, really, really good shot on like Battlefield 4 long range when you've got to consider bullet drop and
Yeah.
like
Have
you seen
3
that-
seconds.
Have you seen that
Yeah.
granddad who plays
I
Battlefield?
mean, a kill
Is he
feed on
good?
Call of Duty is satisfying.
Is it?
Yeah, I suppose when it just shows you back what you
Drop
can kill.
motherfucker.
He's
Like,
amazing.
No, when you
How
take
old?
over the the kill feed on the
he's good.
side.
Yeah.
Oh, he's old, yeah. But like, I think he does a video where he's like, oh, you have to like look at the roof line and stuff like that, and then you have to set your scope a certain height above that line, and you know his hit. And he's
does it
he's
drop?
amazing, and he does it, and he's
Oh, is
just
this
like,
the granddad?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's-
great, isn't he?
Yeah.
Was he like ex-army though? Was he like an
Yes,
ex-army?
yeah, he's ex-army.
sniper? Yeah, he's great, man. Fair play to him.
Luck?
Like,
Don't believe in luck.
yeah, so some of the shots that he pulls off, you're just like, what the fuck?
I did like on Battlefield the way you're like, you have to zero it, but if you like, if you know your range is well enough, you can do it without it, which is quite cool. That was always quite satisfying. Like, they've done quite a good job with programming this, even though there's
Yeah,
no
but
win movement or anything.
I've
like
always
that.
found it odd though, Battlefield, man. I like the story. I really like Bad Company.
I
That
didn't
company
play
was
that one.
great.
I like Battlefield 4's story, but mainly because at the beginning of the game you're in a sinking car with
I don't
Yeah.
like I don't like the
Yeah.
I don't like the plane missions. They put me off a bit. Yeah, because I think I got to those and I was like, can't be asked.
bit of sky camp
Yeah,
stuff.
the tank missions were really good. I like that.
When you said about the kill camp thing though, I got to admit it kind of put me on a memory of like that's one of the
Sort of
reasons
trip.
why a little trip then. I remember one of the reasons why I actually loved Sniper Elite. Just the fact that when you take that distance shot and get a good shot and it just goes slow motion with the bullet all the way.
but they went
Right
goes
into,
right-
right into their bollocks.
right
they
into the
went, they
See
went
the
a
ball
bit
set-
they went a bit overboard though.
As in what way?
It
on
got boring
Sniper
after.
Elite. Yeah.
Huh?
Because remember, there's a podcast where I come here and I'm really excited about Sniper Elite 5.
Yeah, I think we all just slated it, didn't we?
No, you're all like, oh yeah, and then it gets boring really quickly.
It does. No, it does.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong. I never said it
it's-
was an
yeah.
amazing game. It gets boring quickly because you just feel like you're just moping around the place trying to find that good shot.
It is fun to go
But
around
when
for one mission. Be like, right, let's just go around and shoot people and see what we can do.
Yeah, but when you actually, I just think it's satisfying when you get that shot. You know, when you get, and that's what it was good for. That's what the selling point was for Sniper Elite, was that slow motion shot, seeing go through their head and then skull and the brain and
Yeah,
what you
but
got.
for
It
me,
does
is,
amaze
though,
me
it
that it's
happens
2.5
too
games.
often. It's one of those where if they made it to be something that you're chasing,
Well, it wasn't
Yeah,
the first
that's
one.
then
It wasn't the first one. It was like you did a shot. It wasn't for every shot. Now and then, when it was a perfect, amazing shot, then it would do the slow
Yeah.
motion.
that.
But then after that, I think it was 2 or something that just literally did it on every shot.
Which
like,
is
and
the
that's
one
when it
that I
a bit
played
like,
was
okay.
just like 5. I was getting it on every shot, and I'm like, ugh.
I tell you what does do that quite well: the Fallout games. That follow the bullet thing.
Yeah,
you get that every now and
it does
again.
do that. Yeah, it
and you
does
get
it
the
now and
follow
then.
the bullet cam, which you can turn off if you want to. But yeah, sometimes on a kill shot, you just get that awesome follow the bullet
Even with
cam.
like melee weapons and stuff like that, sometimes if you do a good hit, you get like a slow motion shot and then just go, you know, just so it is good when they do that on games, like, to be honest.
That's what I loved about Call of Duty and probably started doing all the YouTube stuff, because I got that hook of like trying to chase to get the kill feed and have your name show all the way up, and
yeah,
it was so satisfying when that happened. And then
yeah.
at the end, if you got the kill cam as well at the end of the match, it was
That
like, yeah,
that's
that was,
still amazing.
That was cherry on the
In
cake.
The last,
play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I've
you
had
got
that,
the last kill
yeah.
camera. It's like, yes, it's me. It's me.
Every time I've had that, it's amazing. Oh, the best one is like when you were the last kill, and you're like, "Oh, I wonder who the last person was," and you come up and it just says you. Shit. Yeah.
Damn it.
You just stay silent. And
Yeah,
you're like,
yeah,
wasn't me.
yeah. Yeah, that's good there. Yeah. I was always into
Yeah.
chasing the actual leaderboard for some reason.
You played a lot of. I remember you playing a lot of zombies back in the
Loved
day.
it. I loved the zombies. It was the only thing
You
I
played
actually played.
loads of zombies.
All I did with Call of Duty, I wasn't really. I mean, the first couple of Call of Duties I did play online for a bit, and then it just got a bit over the top. For me, when it goes over the top of Call of Duty for when multiplayer, it was just the fact that
you're the one who said put your phones away.
more and more. What's going on?
Point it.
So more. Sorry, with so many people talking, trying to keep one. You know.
Red card.
Yeah. Distraction. The thing that lost me on multiplayer was the fact that more and more things got in the way of like armor and power ups and perks and all this. So you got to the point where you have to shoot him at least about 20 times to actually get that kill, and that what really annoyed me with Call of Duty, because it wasn't like I wanted like the 2 or 3 shots and then or 1 shot and dead. That's why. Hence why I like
You
how
would
it lives.
love Warzone.
Yeah, but then the one thing I ended up carrying on doing was just loved. The only reason why I got Call of Duty was just generally for the campaigns. There's pretty cool storylines.
I quite
and then zombies.
like the campaigns. Yeah, I really
but then the
like
campaigns started to get a bit out of control later on. You just all like just randomized.
The last couple of campaigns
Nah,
I've enjoyed.
Yeah, I think the campaigns have always stayed grounded to what they are, but they just lose it in multiplayer.
But here's
Yeah.
the shit
Are we
thing
slating
that
COD,
they're
aren't we,
doing
mate?
now.
Again, yeah.
Oh yeah, it sucks.
But here's the shit thing that they're doing now
Right.
is you can't just download the campaign,
What
which
do you
is
mean?
really annoying.
You can now.
So when you download the game, you download the game. You have to download Warzone. You don't have a choice, but you have to download that as well.
Right.
Then you have to download your campaign packs.
What?
Then you have to download everything else that goes with it.
Okay. Already, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
And then, if you want room on your Xbox, because they're like fucking 200 odd fucking gig games now, Call of Duties. If you want room on your Xbox, you have to wait how long, Lee? 6 fucking months?
What?
It
Is it 6 months
amazes
or
me
6
to be
weeks?
fair, right?
You have
When
to
you're on
wait
Call
a
of
certain
Duties.
amount of time before you can delete Warzone.
What?
And before you can delete...
That can't be right.
Mate, honestly,
No, definitely not.
You can uninstall it anytime you want,
promise
man.
It amazes me,
I
right, with the
promise
new
you,
Call of
right?
Duties that they're able to take so much memory on your games, considering they sell you the same fucking game every year.
I promise you,
Yeah,
right?
that sucks, innit?
I tried the new Modern Warfare, yeah? I couldn't install the campaign without fucking Warzone and without all the other shit. And all I wanted to play was the fucking campaign. So then it takes up all the space. Then you're like, okay, I want to delete fucking Warzone because I don't play it. I just want the campaign.
Uh-huh.
and it wouldn't let you fucking do. If you did that, it wouldn't let you have the campaign without the rest of the fucking
137 gig.
What?
So, and this is what I mean is
that how much it is?
look at
Not
if you got
not installed, not
no,
installed, not
no,
installed.
yeah, but after a certain amount of time, Lee, that you can then take it off.
35.
But at the beginning, you have to have it installed.
Yeah, they have to do it for the.
Yeah, but this is
To
what I
enroll
mean.
the-
Lee, you see your campaign's not installed.
Yeah.
Yeah. If all you wanted to play was just the campaign, you still have to download everything else.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
And
For the initial first.
So when you
yeah.
downloaded it first off, all you get is the multiplayer, but you don't get the campaign straight away.
Lee, we've had this conversation, and you've even had a timeline of how long it takes for you to remove it. Eventually, you can remove it, but it doesn't remove it
It's just
straight
like how
away.
you manage it in Steam, right?
That's the wrong
Kind of,
COD.
Yeah.
I'm on
No,
about
I was checking something.
the one before this one.
Why does that
Well, you just
picture
have
from
to
Call of
uninstall
Duty
all
look
then.
like Tomb Raider?
Because what I want to do
Why
now,
does that look like Tomb Raider?
Everything
More left
since
and not
COD
COD
HQ
game?
has
I know,
been.
right? That
able
looks
to
like
do
Tomb
it.
Raider.
I'll tell you
Tomb
why
Raider.
I say this, Lee. Right? Because there's nothing that I would love to play the Modern Warfare 2 campaign into Modern Warfare 3 because they're linked. I would love to.
Is that
play
'cause they're the same
straight
game?
away. Yeah.
Is that because
But-
they're the same game?
They are the same thing.
They are.
Yeah.
They are actually.
Yeah,
It was meant to be
but-
an add-on.
But the thing is, I can't do that without. You've got 137 gig, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Plus-
Warzone, man.
Plus, yeah, that's Warzone. So I have to download that.
No,
plus-
that's separate, man. How can you say you have to download that when
Lee,
that's a separate
I'm-
free to play?
I am telling you, I have done
Man,
this.
that is a free to play game and it has been since it's been released
Really
as a
have-
free to play
Yes.
entity separate
Also known
game.
as known
Yes,
as pay
but
to win.
This is something that
Pay to win, yeah.
we've had this conversation. You even said.
I would agree with like
Lee.
zombies campaign stuff like that. Yes,
Well, that's
not
not
Warzone.
That's a
No,
piss
no,
take, 'cause that's
I
all I want
promise
to
you,
play.
Lee.
Yeah.
You have to download it. Except
The
for it.
one thing I don't want to play on this game is Warzone. I don't want to play it. But you are forced to install it.
You can't.
Lee, I promise you, come to my house tomorrow and I'll show you this. Me and you have literally had this conversation, and you were like, yeah. After 3 or 6 months, they then let you delete the Warzone. But I'm saying that's a shit thing to fucking do.
Right,
No,
how many months does
no,
it have to be
they
before
let
you
you
can
delete
delete
the
it?
campaigns
I mean,
and
is there
stuff.
thinking
You
with forcing you to
misunderstood
keep
what
it
I
on there? Oh, maybe
Yeah,
they'll
yeah.
just maybe
But
they'll play it
No,
when they're
I'm
bored.
being serious. Honestly.
No. It's the
I
same.
think-
All I'm saying is, Lee, please, you've got my account
How did Warzone release back in whenever 2020?
because it was
How
all
did it release?
because it's always been a free to play game. But what I'm saying
there you
is,
go.
how are you not understanding me? It's their fucking biggest selling IP. Well, it's their biggest fucking shit that everyone's playing and everyone's streaming. They're force feeding it to you because they want more people playing it. And I'm saying, I don't have the option but to fucking install it to be able to access the rest of the game. That's how they've done it.
So you're.
I've literally, honestly tried to fucking play this game fucking hundreds of times. I love Call of Duty campaigns.
You might have been forced to like download the multiplayer because that allows you to do the free play weekends and stuff like that. That's only
Lee,
part.
all I want
the-
is the fucking campaign. It doesn't let me do that without installing every other fucking shit that goes with it, which then takes up room on my Xbox. If you don't believe me, come to my fucking
campaign-
house.
So wait, are you saying that you had to have basically the
To
whole
play-
game
to play the
Hang on.
campaign-
Let me say my take before you start shouting at me.
Oh, I'm not going to shout at you. I'll explain it to you properly, right?
And let me explain my take on
Yeah.
it first of all. So my thinking from what you're saying is because I often act as the translator for these two because they don't seem to fucking understand each other.
Thank you.
My take is that you're saying you have to have the full game installed for a period of time as kind of like almost like some level of contract between yourself and the developer. And presumably that is because when you inevitably get bored of the horrible offerings that all of these gaming companies put out, you're like, fuck it, in a bind, I'll play some of their multiplayer. And then after a while, like, right, you can get rid of it now because we know it sucks and we want you to have the new one anyway. That's what you're saying.
All I'm saying is...
of the core elements of Call of Duty,
Yeah.
which is campaign,
And then
zombies.
no doubt arguing that the source
and
code for
co-op.
the game is based entirely around the multiplayer. So to have the campaign playable, you need to have this installed so that it works.
Honestly, I have tried this so many times.
in the initial
You
month.
install in the initial months. This is what I'm saying. But why should it be that? If I want to pay...
No, I agree with you. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't. Like, you should just be able to have the multiplayer.
Why are they force-feeding me content?
Have the campaign, have the
especially
zombies.
when they give me the option to choose the fucking content that I want. I choose the content that I want, I install it, and it doesn't let me play it because I don't have fucking the Warzone patch. I don't have this thing installed.
Is one of the reasons why me and they probably don't play Call of Duty anymore, because
Do you know what I mean?
You
can look on.
Do you remember when you could
feed you shit
honestly?
that you don't
I'm
want?
going back to an old one.
That one there.
What?
Black Ops.
No, I'm on about. I'm not talking about an old Call of Duty league.
No, I'm not talking.
Bet you miss those days, don't you?
Yeah, I fucking do miss those days. Honestly,
Put it in
you
and
could
play
just go and
straight
have
away.
that, and you could click onto multiplayer or onto campaign. If you didn't want to play the multiplayer, didn't matter because it's on a fucking disc, and you just don't play it.
That's the shit that I miss.
That's what I'm saying. That's
And that's
core
why
part.
360.
Oh, so you're
was
both
good
trying to
in the
say
back
the
of
same
day.
goddamn thing.
No.
You're just bickering.
We're not saying the
No.
same
So,
thing.
anyways,
I know.
anyways.
Oh.
Wait, what? Overall, we missed 360.
Overall,
we missed the days when
Call
we
of
could just
Duty
put a
was
game
great
in.
when it was on a disc.
We missed the days
If-
when we could put a game in and play it straight
if
away.
they want
when
to
it's
fucking-
fully completed.
And if they want to
That's
satisfy,
the ultimate Call of Duty up there. The best one. The very best one they did. The very best one.
and if they
The
want,
best one.
I
right,
agree.
if they want to fucking feed a certain demographic of fucking people, i.e. myself, who just loves the fucking campaign, let me fucking buy the campaign separately. Just let me buy it separately.
Do you know what the problem is, though? The problem is they don't want you to buy it separately because you're not ever going to go on their multiplayer and buy their gay
And
weapon
this is why
skins.
they're fucking force feeding it to
Yeah,
people.
exactly,
Yes, it's a fucking free game.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, most streamers and YouTubers and fucking whatever, they all play Warzone.
Do you know what the very worst thing that ever happened to gaming?
One of the
was?
reasons why I stopped playing
Free-to-play games.
Warzone.
No,
Yeah.
free-to-play games were the sort of start of all of this rubbish.
Yeah,
Then EA
because-
jumped on the bandwagon
Because they allow for
yeah, microtransactions. Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Fucking hell, the CEO of something, they went to like a microtransaction hearing,
Yeah.
and this CEO was like, Fortnite. It might not have been the CEO. The Fortnite representative said they like to call them. They don't call them fucking
Microtransactions.
Yeah, it was something like it was about like looter shooters, and I was saying it's promoting gambling. And
It is.
obviously-
It quite
yeah.
literally was
Yeah.
promoting gambling
And-
to
and-
children.
And I think they called it like something surprise. They called it a fucking surprise rather than a fucking. Do you know what I mean? Oh man,
we call it roller dice for rewards.
yeah, like something like that, like a fucking random surprise or some shit like that. And it's like, yeah, but you're then forcing them to pay to fucking get this engram that they have to open to be able to get this fucking.
It's gambling. It's gambling.
It's mental, isn't it?
It's to make the back of it inflate a bit there.
Sorry, I just found a pump on the side of the chair.
It's a Swedish
I was like, what the fuck is it?
Let me pump you.
But yeah, anyways, moving on from COD because
Yeah.
it's a fucking pile of shit.
I mean, look, you're steaming up.
Can you feel that?
I am steaming up,
You're
literally.
literally
Moving on from
steaming
COD
up with your
because
glasses.
it is a
That's
fucking
how
pile of
angry
shit.
it has gotten him.
And like I said,
That's
I've
how
got
angry
all
he's
that
got him.
installed there, what Lee's got, and I still fucking need more shit to be able to fucking play my campaign from the old game.
Do you know what you want, mate?
Which is all the space on my console, so fuck you.
You want a nice race. You
Get
want a
to our
nice
stage
sim
now,
racer,
reason
mate.
why we haven't got it.
Yeah.
I'm just totally
And I'm
not
gonna
bothered
delete.
to back them
I'm
up.
gonna delete.
I won't ever
bastards.
play another COD game
No.
again.
I mean,
don't reckon.
the only reason, like I said, the only reason why I'll probably still now and then, if I wanted to, probably buy a COD game, will probably just to be only do the campaign or the zombies, and that's it.
Well, you'll have to
I'm
go.
not
You'll
gonna
have to
do
talk
that.
to him
I know,
about
yeah.
it.
But like I
I'm
said,
not even gonna fucking do that anymore.
this is why I haven't done it recently now, because they go through all that crap, and I just don't want it. So, anyways, next thing, we've all tried to do a bit of Kingdom Come now. Try to get onto that a bit more.
Yeah.
I've tried to.
Have you tried to get back into it?
I haven't
haven't
got back
played it,
into
have
it,
you?
but I'm interested because this is a new perspective,
Well,
and we've got questions.
I played it already before, right? And
Yeah.
I've done it all on the Xbox. But this is the first time that I'm actually doing it now with all the DLC.
Who's your favourite
on
character?
The PC.
Yeah.
So I'm struggling a bit with that.
Who's your favourite character?
What do you mean in
Who's
general?
your
the
favourite
whole game?
NPC?
Oh, I can't. Right.
Let him carry on. We're gonna get there. I want to see if he rode for the
To
team.
be honest, right? Okay. To be honest, now, since I'd done. Okay, the first time I did a playthrough, I didn't think anything of Teresa. I just thought, nah, I'll go and find someone else.
Did you manage to get your nails?
Hear me out. I didn't think of anything of Teresa, right? And I thought, okay, she's just a woman. I could get with her and I could not, or just find someone else, right? I pretty much went off and found someone else.
Who, Stephanie?
Lady Stephanie.
I found out something I'd never found out before.
Yeah.
Can I tell you this?
Well, I want to finish what I'm saying.
No, let me tell you.
Fine.
Let me tell you. After you've got on with Teresa,
Yeah.
if you go to the bathhouse round the corner and
Yeah.
fuck one of the wenches, she calls you out for it next time you talk to her.
What?
And if you don't pass a speech check, she dumps you.
I did not know that.
Didn't know it. And it
That's
happened the other
mad.
day.
You can told me you.
No, she says, "Oh, so what have you been doing? I can smell them on you." and he's like, what do you mean, Teresa? And he's like, "Don't play those games with me.
You been there
Some of the
before,
girls
Teresa?"
round the corner told me that you've been in the bar house whoring." And you can lie to her about it, and he tells the most ridiculous. "Oh no, that's not true. I was just in there, just having my clothes washed." And she's like, "Save it for your horse. I don't ever want to see you again."
Did you get dumped by Teresa? Is that what you're saying?
I keep getting dumped.
So the lesson learnt here is go to a different bath place, not go to the one next to her.
Right.
Now, I
remember that. Thanks very much for telling
you
me
have
that.
to wait a week in game, but you can go back to her and pass another speech check, and she'll forgive you. However, if you fail another speech check, which apparently you can do, she won't talk to you again, and you're locked out of conversation with her for the rest of the game.
No way.
So you can get a second chance with her, or obviously you can pass the first speech check and be a lad and lie to her about your whoring.
Well,
like I lied to Lady Stephanie.
Exactly.
Anyways, yeah, here we go. Go on.
sorry.
Josh.
So basically, I've just got past all that bit.
Yeah.
The first bit, and Turnberg got there, done all that. Like,
Have you lied to Lady Stephanie yet? Did you? Oh, here we go. Did you save Teresa, or did you run like a little bitch and jump on a horse?
Was
No,
she
I actually
violated
tried to
by the
save her.
humans?
You
I
tried to save
save
her.
it. Actually, you know what?
You left her to get violated.
Even
by
if-
the humans.
even if you
just
actually-
run like a little
Which
bitch.
this is what I did before. Even if you don't try and save her and you just whistle anyways, you still save her because they all get distracted and chase you.
Yeah.
So technically, that still works. It does the job, and she has to run inside.
I
and get
went out of
hidden.
my way to not whistle the horse.
Oh, I've
So
You can
anyway,
just run to the horse and jump on the back of him.
I literally hit one of them with the sword and everything, and then as soon as they all turned around, then I ran because I distracted them. Yeah, but obviously before I whistled and they still get distracted. The problem is, which I found a bit weird in the mission though, is when you're running off with the horse, you're trying to get your stamina's going down. They're literally right next to you the whole way, and he's still missing you with arrows, which is like, how?
Are you a horse archer?
Huh?
Are you a horse archer?
No, like I said, I'm only near the start, mate. I still haven't got to that at any stages of getting it better.
Well, maybe
I've
those
literally
humans
just-
weren't horse archers.
Well, listen, because the first when I got past that Tornbergen or whatever, I ended up getting the armor and all that, and just going up pretending to be a guard. That's how I got out instead, because you actually get to have some armor on
What
you.
a pussy way to get out.
Did you
You
get
said
up with
that
your
before,
horse?
but before I jumped over the
bridge.
gate, the bridge.
Yeah, that nearly kills you.
Yeah, but then if they catch you, you still get caught and you get sent back. But I thought to myself, you know what? Why am I doing this? I get free armor if I just do it the other way. So I grabbed the armor and then just pretended to be a guard and then just ran off. Like obviously, with
Did you
my-
get the money
I
from
got
Stephanie?
my horse
Yeah.
actually. I didn't run off. I just got my horse and galloped off.
So I
And then
failed,
now I'm at.
I failed the leaving with a horse.
Oh, you can take that
You-
horse
you
back,
take
can't you?
it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You ride up
Yeah.
in a horse. That horse is still there. You can just get the
I know
horse.
you can take the horse, but how I got out, you don't get to take the horse because you get kicked.
Oh yeah.
I got
You,
kicked
you
out
had
the
to go.
castle.
You got. Don't come back.
What did you do?
I probably got kicked out. I tried to pick lock this box and the guard saw me.
You tried to get the
And
armor,
then-
didn't you?
yeah,
and he saw you. Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, well, I suppose we're
when
fighting
you
then.
get up there, they got timed movements and all that. As soon as you see the one person walk out and you know what they're going to, then you go for it.
This
you know?
was my first
Yeah, I figured
playthrough.
that,
John.
Yeah.
I figured that out.
So
But
I
I
did.
still failed.
Yeah,
The pink locks are shit.
I wait
No,
to
it's
get.
piss
No,
easy. I'll
it's
show you how to
easy.
do
It's
it.
easy. It's
PC,
literally.
maybe.
It's
It's easy
literally.
on PC. It's meant
Yeah.
for PC. On PC,
Right.
you could just
Even
click on it and then.
Drag,
It's
yeah.
easy. Literally, when you're doing with the joysticks, obviously you know what to do now. But you just turn that, and as you're turning it, you keep that color with it the whole way through.
Yeah,
That's
but
it.
if you got the sticky drifty or whatever.
Yeah, but if you just keep on jumping in.
Hang on,
and
if you started playing Kingdom Come,
What do you mean?
You did a bit of it already, didn't you?
Yeah, he
I
did.
didn't know. I
I've been-
didn't
Yeah.
know.
Where have you been in podcast fucking 16, 17, 18?
Now, what?
Sleep,
No,
sleep,
because
sleep.
no, because last I knew you hadn't installed it yet. I don't know.
Right.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I need to go listen back to those.
I'll tell you what. I'll get to the point to where I'm actually
back,
at.
have you?
I haven't.
I've been listening in the podcast.
I would like to ask Speedy exactly.
Can I get to the point where I was actually at, and then you can ask me?
Can I just ask you something before you got to this point?
Right,
it's not my
I'll
question.
Get there eventually.
I want to ask how he recovered the debt for his father. You have to recover the debt. How did you recover the debt?
I pretty much did fighting with some free guys inside. What's that town called now?
Scallops.
No, you have
Scallops.
to. He said he's right at the beginning. He sends you down to go buy some charcoal, get him a beer, and go get the nails back. How did you get the nails back from our close person?
Now?
Kunesh.
Kunesh, that's it. Kunesh. You still got his bloody key as well when you get it.
How many times did you beat Kunesh at?
First time.
Yeah. On your own, or did you get the boys?
I did it first time.
It's quite a hard fight, to be fair.
It is a really tough fight. It's just getting used to it the first time, though. But I actually did you get the boys? I didn't do the dung, and I just fought him straight away.
You didn't do the dung?
No, I didn't do the dung for him.
Yeah.
I did it before, and I thought, actually, is there a way? I wanted to see a different way. So I've already done it, and I wanted to see a different way.
There isn't a different way.
I did it with the boys.
There isn't.
There is.
I don't believe you.
You literally just say to them, and they're like, come on, we're going to throw some dung. I'm like, no, I don't want to. Okay.
Pussy.
And that's it. They walk off. They literally kind of say it like that as well. I thought you'd be man of why you're not doing it.
But you can walk back to them. And
you can walk back if you want to and ask them.
Matthew's like, God's sake, Henry, you're supposed to be one of our friends.
I
with his
like
slightly Down syndrome looking face.
And,
he has got an extra chromie in it.
Because to be honest,
spares.
Because I bailed out of it, and then I joined them in.
Yeah,
like
I was like, I've seen them walking off. I'm like,
why can you guys not say lock pick?
FOMO.
He says pick lock, you say pick lock, lock pick. Picking locks is the action. Lock pick.
Lock pick. Then
lock pick would be the description of the object you do it with, and with the person. They
and
are
the
a
skill
lock pick,
is written
not a
literally there
pick
saying lock picking. But anyways,
pick lock.
So if you're going back to that stage, I did fight him. I've never managed to get to the point where I've discussed him and managed to give him over. I don't know if you can, but apparently you might be able to.
To
it gives you the conversation of him trying to get the money off him, but I've never managed to do that. I've always had to fight him.
Oh right, I think you have to do all of the speech. Like when at the beginning of the game, it asks you what your mum has a conversation with you. I think you have to lean into speech really heavily to be able to do that.
And I still didn't get a chance.
No, maybe you just have to get good.
This time I did speech and
language.
No, speech and something else like
brawn.
No, I can't
fighting.
remember. No.
Charisma. Making movies, making songs.
Anyways,
fighting around the world.
When I got there and I got wounded and all that, got back up and sort of spoke to Teresa, and then I thought, okay, yeah, let's see what she wants to do, because obviously you started the dating or whatever. As soon as I spoke to her, and then obviously pulled
you were
me
going with
in.
Junker, weren't you?
Huh?
Johanka.
Or your Hanker.
No.
Bianca.
Yeah, it was up Bianca.
You know when you go back into Scarlet to bury your parents,
I know, but
you can find a corpse,
Oh no.
and
Turn it so
you know the ring that you give her.
Yeah.
You can nick the ring off her corpse.
No.
Keep moving because I don't want to be like.
So I nicked the ring off her corpse, and that ring has really
gave
high
it to
charisma.
her.
No, has really high charisma.
Right.
So you can use it to have like high. It's got like 14
mean.
charisma, which is like it'll bump your charisma up to like 11 or 12 at the start of the game. So if you go back at the beginning and nick the ring off your dead girlfriend's corpse,
I did that.
yeah.
So I was just going to say that as well, because when I spoke to Teresa, I realised, oh shit, it's pulled me into like the DLC. I've never done the DLC before. I actually was shit at the start. Okay, I gotta admit it was boring.
There's a lot of
following
fucking walking.
around. Yeah.
There's a lot
then
of walking.
You notice the bit where you shoot down a bloody nest because a bloke just gives you
Oh,
his bow and
yeah.
arrow. He just gives you his bow and arrow.
Oh, I
You're
forgot
like,
about
okay,
that.
sweet, thank you. Because
I
you're a
mean,
woman. Because you're a woman, you can get anything you want,
him,
right?
You promise him a
I'll
little
give it you back,
gobble,
and then you just take his bow. But anyways,
I mean, he dies though, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
he probably
you she tells you to shoot that nest out of it because she saw that the bird's taking something or whatever.
I
You shoot the nest. If you shoot the nest, yes, you get the ring,
Yeah.
and then you give it to her, so that way you can pick it up off a dead body afterwards. And I actually picked it up off the dead body, anyways, as I walked past. Because which I noticed in the first time I did it, when you walk around, you notice some of you people that you know that are dead, and you have this little verbal scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he has a monologue.
I've got good at You're right, mate.
My leg locked up.
All right. I've got good at knocking out strangers and stealing their money.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the best way of greeting
See
people.
I never knew you would be such a criminal.
Oh, it's fun.
So you're like
you can get some good gear, man.
so you're like cosplaying as a refugee criminal.
You're like, you look around and you're like, right, no there.
No, I'll do it now.
Yeah.
No, but when I did that mission, because obviously the first thing I was trying to do was pay off Teresa's uncle.
Yeah, you have to pay the apothecary too.
I didn't do his. That's what I mean.
But you have to pay both of them separately.
Yeah, that's what I did. I didn't do his mission though, where he wants you to rob someone's grave.
You know, you can just go up to the executioner and buy the ring off him for
I just didn't accept it. I was
you
like,
should accept it.
no, because I didn't accept it. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. It's not against my honour, so I'm not going to do that. So what I did,
how are you with corpses?
I sold.
No honourable man should touch them.
That's it. No honourable man should touch them. Like that's it. That's great.
That's the job of the executioner.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
How are you?
You can recall mostly all of this, mate.
You're not too skittish, are you, boy? How are you around corpses?
Yeah.
What a fucking question to ask a guy that you've just woken up in your guy.
What I did though, I ended up just I sold all the stuff that was on me that I collected off the bodies. Obviously, when I was walking around, obviously, before you go there, if you go around every body,
you
collect
go
so
round,
much little
you
coins.
loot everybody,
Yeah.
and then the guy asks you, "Are you all right with corpses?"
Why
No.
are you looting? Don't loot dead bodies. That's not honourable. And then you kill them for doing it, and then you're doing it anyway.
That's the funniest thing is just
Yeah.
how much of a hypocrite Henry is in the
Yeah.
cutscenes.
Yeah, that is
Should we take
funny.
5? All right, guys, and we're back after Lee's leg locking incident.
Yeah, we had to get the medics in.
Yeah, we had to
keep this leg out
To,
just in case.
we had to go medic him.
Massage his leg.
So if you see a leg on a sling hanging off the ceiling,
Yeah.
he's fine.
Join our OnlyFans to find out the rest.
Yeah. Seal around to the rescue.
You'll find him every Saturday on Fit Finder.
Only toes.
Only taste.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah, follow the
No,
Kidderminster Kid.
I think the last thing we was on about was Kingdom Come, and I was just talking about the last bit I was doing. I was trying to, I sold, trying to get the money back to pay back the uncle and the
Apothecary.
Apothecary, that's the one.
I
Sorry.
think if I paid the uncle.
What I did?
Ooh,
what
he'll
I did
bollock you
there-
if you go back there.
Yeah.
If you haven't paid him.
What
might
I
have
did
paid
though,
him.
I
Call you a good for nothing.
which you could do as well, see though, or if you've already gone past that part, anyways. But I actually just sold everything I got, bits and everything that I took from, like you said, the scarab. When I was actually wandering around for ages off the dead bodies, I grabbed all the stuff and then sold it. Anyways, got for money. And then what I did, if you notice, there's a guy around the back near the bar, at the back of Ridge. What's that town you're in next to Teresa when you last in now?
Tomberg,
Rattay. There's a guy at the top end at one of the pubs, and he's at the back, isn't he? Like, leaned up against the building. And you talk to him, and he goes, "Okay, you need to brawl this person. You have to fight through the order of them."
Mm.
So I did that. I got through them. But when you knock them out, because I got through all three of them, when you knock them out, you can look at through their body. They have at least about 20 or 36 gold on them, like what's
Groschen.
that? Groschen, that's it.
Yeah.
On them. So every time I did knock them out, I took the groschen. And they don't chase you because it's just they was knocked out, so they don't know. So then you go to the next person, you take his groschen, the next person takes his. I had like 200 of groschen left on me.
You were taking their groschen.
Yeah. So after I beat the main guy,
come conscious again.
Yeah.
Knock him out again.
Yeah. What do you think?
you can actually fight the main
What's
guy
your-
again and again and again. Yeah. So when I did that, I went to the apothecary, paid him off, and then paid the uncle off. So
Who's
now
the
I'm set.
apothecary?
He's the guy who runs the alchemy shop.
He's the one that heals you when you're knocked
Ah,
out.
right.
Do you
Okay.
know what you can do? You can, at the beginning of the game then, when you can't get any other money, you can go and pick loads of flowers and sell him the flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Mm.
Yeah, there's loads of other ways to get money out
Yeah.
in slow
In fact,
man.
I would
was,
say one of the best things to do in the early game is get your herbalism up to level 5, and there's a perk in level 5 that if you've got enough herbs on you, you smell nice all the time, so you
fair.
permanently have higher charisma for it. As long as you've got herbs in your inventory or flowers.
Yeah.
But I have herbs because the herbs smell nice. You like the herb
Got
in
my
your
new cologne.
inventory,
Cannabis
don't
man.
you? You like the herb in your inventory, I know that.
You smell a bit like Lee.
Let me choke him out and go turping through his pockets.
Allegedly.
Lee's
subject.
allegedly got high charisma.
It's smoky beers.
But I gotta admit though, because let's just talk about a bit more about the DLC. I don't know if you've tried that one yet, the Teresa one. Did you try it all?
I played some of it and then I got bored of walking around.
Yeah, it's really the
Yeah,
worst,
I
the
just-
worst bit of
Yeah.
DLC. It's really
Yeah,
the
I mean,
worst.
when I experienced the first
There's
bit,
Echo.
Huh?
There's Echo.
reaction.
Right, sorry, distracting. The when I played it a bit, I thought the first bit was boring because you're just going around talking to each person, doing little favors for everyone.
It is boring.
It was a bit boring though. Did you manage to stop the two in the street and the debating
Jeff
of
did
who's
it
working,
all.
who works more than the other person?
Oh, I can't remember doing that. To be honest, I remember skipping through it and being like, "This absolutely sucks."
Yeah, but then when it got to the point where you actually get to see the battle, and then you're running away, and then you run to the mine and you find your brother.
Yeah, I've done that bit. Oh, mate. As Teresa, though, I killed the Cuban who was trying to molest me.
Oh, you can kill the Cuban,
Yeah,
can't you?
you can. Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
I did, I pinned him against the back of the door. And
Oh,
I
it's
just
exactly
punched him to death.
what he wanted to do to you.
Nice,
And I
nice.
just punched him to death.
What was that bit? Was that inside?
It's in
Yeah,
the
guy
house,
who's
isn't
in
it?
the house.
Yeah, I just silently
Well,
killed
so you
him.
can actually win the fist fight. Can
Yeah.
you imagine that? The Cuban soldier gets beaten up by a fucking random mill wench.
Because he gets his sword out, but when you pin him against the wall,
Which sword are we
he
talking,
can't
mate?
fully swing. He can't fully swing his Scottish claymore.
Scott. a Cuban with a Scottish claim.
Yeah,
He's probably your favourite Cuban, isn't he, Lee?
that's even worse, isn't it?
The one with the Scottish claymore.
I suppose.
Yeah, and then so when you're doing that rescue mission, you're trying to save your brother and all that. Obviously, eventually dies because you spent hours, or let's say just a couple of minutes
doing a
no,
stealth
half-
mission in
no,
the mines.
Yeah, half an hour.
Oh,
No, not that
shit,
bit.
innit?
You spend half an hour or something like that trying to find all the stuff to save your brother.
Do
And then by the time you get to him, he still looks the same. He doesn't bandage him up or anything. He's just blood all over him.
Do you know what done it for me? What said fuck this story? When I was like, all right, I've done everything. I'm like just walking along, and there's a fucking guy who pops out the fucking bushes, and he's like, "Oh, get me 3 bandages."
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
fuck
yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I
You
hit
can
that,
just
and
die
I was just like, fuck this. I'm pretty sure this said you can skip it.
Yeah, you can.
So I was like,
So
fuck this.
yeah, because at the end of it, when you find that, did you find that guy's key? Went to get into his house to get his coin bag out of the apples, or did you get that far? Because you get extra coin for that as well.
I did the wolf.
It's Teresa, though.
Yeah, and I don't think you get to have that
Yeah,
afterwards anyway.
so why would you even bother?
So the main, I know, right?
Especially since it's such a small amount of coin as
I know.
well.
I did that.
Just go
thinking-
kill one Cuban and sell his armor.
No, technically,
One Cuban.
You didn't get.
One Cuban!
You didn't get the groshams anyways.
I know!
So when you find the money for him, you open the door and you get his key, and you open the door, you get his grosham, and you give it to him, and he goes, "Oh, thanks," and then he buggers off. You don't get anything for it, and you
Wait.
save him from the argument.
Who is it? Is it Baron?
Wait,
So yeah, I think it is.
Is it the guy who
last-
buries-
the
does
end,
he
he's-
bury
He's
a-
trying to get in his door.
Does he bury a cup?
No, not him. No.
Does he wear a red top? Does he wear a
What are you
red
gonna
top?
say, Lee?
since the stories are somewhat connected in the same universe sort
They
of
am.
thing, right?
No.
What? Teresa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
like-
they are because
There's like a continuous-
They're not.
they
No,
are
no.
because Teresa's like a prequel, isn't it? It's
No,
just-
no,
no,
they're
no,
not.
No,
Okay.
I'm not meaning just directly the DLCs. I'm talking about like when you play that next character or whatever.
Teresa,
Or
right?
is
Basi-
that DLC?
You're just seeing her path, how she
Yeah,
did.
Teresa's DLC.
Like
Right.
playing as someone else other than Henry's all
Yeah.
DLC stuff.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not actually in-game.
Yeah, no, it's
Okay,
not.
okay.
Teresa's just a DLC added on.
I was going to say,
And
if you
that
got the
was just
grosh, you'd
your-
put it into a loot
Yeah,
box
no,
or
but you
something.
can't. Anything you collect and find and everything in Teresa's mission, that's it. It's just lost at the end of it all.
Yeah.
So
You
don't
just
get to
may as
keep it,
you
which
just
is
may as
annoying.
well not bother.
Wasted.
Yeah, which is annoying because I've got collected loads of stuff, found loads of stuff, but I don't know
To
if
be
the
fair,
skills.
though, I'll tell you what it does. Though
I don't know if the skills got sent over as well.
that mission gives you a bit of closure because
and practice.
if you don't do that mission, you just be like,
Do you know-
why the fuck are you alive?
Do you know what it
Yeah,
does?
do you
do,
get
you
me?
found out
do you know
that
what
he
it?
is
Do you know
alive
what
and
it does
she
give
saved a
you?
lot of people.
It gives you because the only time you can ever explore Scallis before it's looted is in the first part of the game, and you can't actually look at all of it as Henry. Because there's all the earthworks around the back where
Yeah,
all the processing stuff for all
That's
the silver
a
is,
good point.
and you can never see that in the game. In its its working order, and they built all of that, and they had it coded, and then immediately it gets raided, and it never returns to normal
You get
throughout
to
the rest of the game, so you never
some
get to
of
see
it
it.
with Teresa though, and
Yeah,
then you go around.
That would explain why the Teresa thing is so long.
yeah.
Because I remember thinking, this is just fucking
Yeah.
far-fetched.
So I guess
It's good. It's good that they did it, and it's very immersive and world building and feels real, like that annoying
and it
quest
gives
where
you
you're
that
stuck in the
connection to story
monastery.
as well, yeah.
But my God, does it fucking drag?
so. My main
Do the
so the
Johanka
next
one.
question then.
Go
is-
do the-
wait
go
there,
do
wait
the
there.
Johanka one.
Before we get onto that,
Go do the
my main
Johanka
question for that is then:
Have you done it yet?
Do you is it worth the buy the DLC? That's the main question for everyone. Then, really, if they wanna listen to this.
Johanka's story.
it's
So
included
you
anyway, isn't
still
it?
buy the DLC,
Oh,
even though
because-
you didn't like it as much, and do it
Speedy.
just so you can get another one.
No, what I
Listen,
bought.
You know how you play through as Teresa doing the missions?
Yeah.
There's also a second girl that you play as. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
your
what I'm
hanker.
asking is, though,
Did you know that?
do you still
I
want to buy?
remember the option to do it, and I refused.
Really do hers because hers is fun.
Yeah, well, I haven't got to that stage yet. But what I'm saying is for like
You have to
listeners
not get
and what
murdered.
That, like, if they're thinking about getting that DLC, because we pretty much mostly slated it. Do you reckon it's worth the buy though? The
Yeah, but-
DLC.
Well, you
This
have to
is
do
what I
that
was gonna
DLC to
say.
get the dog.
This is what I was going to say.
and I was just going to say I did get the dog afterwards as well. It's great.
It's,
But go on.
I've never
when I
once used
bought
the dog
it,
in all my
because
life.
it's such an old game now, I think I bought it for 12 quid
Mm.
with the DLC. Like, it includes it anyway, so...
Yeah. So
12
you're
quid.
saying get it then? Might
Yeah,
as well.
it just comes with the game, yeah.
Yeah, I know, but you
What
have
I've
the
done
option
with
of just buying it on its own and not with the DLC. So
Yeah, I don't
what,
really think it does that.
What I'm just saying is for
I just
like
bought it and had the
listeners
DLC,
per se,
yeah.
like because they probably want to know if it's worth buying or not because we just spoke about
Oh,
it.
the
just-
game's worth buying, yeah.
You
So-
just may
no,
as well
not
get
the
it. You
game, the
just may as well
DLC.
get it with all the DLC, just because.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I was just
That's
gonna,
what I did. Anyway.
I was just gonna say, if you're thinking about it, buy it. I would definitely just get the DLC, just go through it, see what her storyline is like. It's pretty interesting. Plus, at the end of it all, you get to have the option of having a dog follow you around,
Which
okay? And
nobody likes.
I don't mind it
I've-
because you
I've
get to
sent it
search
back to
stuff.
the
I
mill.
sent him back to the mill.
Yeah,
I didn't even
I-
ever take him from the mill. Back to the mill, mutt.
I was going to
Yeah.
ask you.
I've
I was
kept
going
him.
to ask you
Terrible.
this question. What is your take on Sir Hans Capone?
Have you done his DLC?
I haven't
No.
got to him yet, so I can't remember.
I think it's going to be fun.
Like I said,
There's one bit where he like confesses his love to this girl, and she lives down in the village, and you have to go down there and read a poem to her. But if you can't read properly, you can't remember the poem, and he's in the bushes like prompting you for what to say, and it's just fucking gold. It's so funny.
sure.
Oh,
Cheers, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, just gave
The
you a bit.
amorous adventures of bold Sir Hans Capon.
Wasn't he
Sir Hans
amazing?
Capone is tight.
He's great, isn't he?
Great. Yeah, what's your take on Sir Hans Capone? As you can tell, we're fans.
Like I said, I haven't really got anywhere, so I can't remember how that character
Yeah.
was now. So I'll have to wait until I get to him. But
He's
Wait,
my
what about
favourite.
when you first go in and explain to Radzig how you lost the sword? and
so
how
you mean
ran away?
Hans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's his
I
full name,
remember
Hans
now.
Capone.
Yeah, I know. But when you said it all fully, then I got
Yeah.
confused.
Sir Hans.
Yeah, because you start doing hunting with him, don't you, at the start,
Yeah.
kind of thing. I haven't got to him
That's
yet,
when
though,
I sent
because
the
what
dog
I'm
back.
what
when I
I'm
was
thinking of
hunting with Sir
doing-
Hans Capone.
What I want to do is do a lot of side missions first before I even meet
Yeah.
Sir Radric, and then
Radric,
yeah,
yeah.
and I even want to get my speech up and everything before I even meet him. You know, and just I want to be like all beefed
You
up and
just wanna
everything.
woo him.
Because no, I just want to see what the conversation will be. Because they'll just think
Yeah.
I'm nothing, but really I'm like armored up to shit
Yeah.
and done all the missions and I'm leveled up to hell.
And if
And I'm
you've
like,
got
well,
herbs, you'll
I'm
be
not really
smelling
nothing,
nice.
am I now? Yeah.
He doesn't smell like a peasant.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that
If-
the conversation would change a bit.
It doesn't.
But I doubt it.
Here's a
And
podcast
if it doesn't,
theme.
it'll be funny.
When you see Kunesh again begging, fucking beat him up again.
I did see him in the street asking for more money, and I said to him, like, you better give me you better tell me where the money is that you owe me,
Yeah.
otherwise I'll fight you again. He goes, all right, fine, I'll tell you where it is. And then he's told me a tip on where I could get some more back.
That's where you
Yeah.
have to go and nick Baron's cup, though.
So I haven't gone back there yet, but that's on my way. I tried to do
A route
thing without walking
route
it
map,
myself
yeah.
because I was gonna steal a horse because I did it before.
Yeah.
Steal a horse and you can use that to ride around and then no one catch you after a while. You use yours. But instead I just thought I'll just walk it, and then I did the thing where it says, "Oh, you got stuck at a point. You got to scout." Did that, and I was like, "Okay, I'll just walk past it." But then I thought I'll have a look what was there, and about 4 guys ran out the woods, and I got killed. And I was like, I don't know how to compete yet with
Yeah.
with 4 people. Like,
I think if they simplified the fight mechanics a bit.
if it's the thing is, that's where you lose.
Honestly, though, the further you get into the game, the easier the fighting becomes. Like once
It
you
does,
become a
it
good fighter,
generally
it's
does.
so easy.
Well, that's
You'll
when
win
I-
5-on-1s easily.
Yeah, when I did it the
Yeah.
first time, it's like 2 or 3 hits you do on the queue, and they get so badly injured that they don't want to fight you, and then you push on to the next guy. Your shielding is easier, your blocking is easier, your defense, and your fighting. It becomes a lot more easier as you get up. That's why I like the game.
Yeah, because it
really determines
leans
what you're
more
at
into
with
like
the skills.
simulator as well. I think because the more you do something, the better you get at it.
Well, yeah, it's like it's like what we were just saying then with Space Marines. Your character that you chose, like,
You could do
is
some fights.
is a terrible character until you get his skills and levels up to become the best person.
He's one of those crap fighting space marines.
What I hate, what I hate though,
I think he's a right bastard.
I'm trying to think of it.
This space marine who's 150 years old has been through dozens of battles. Not a great fighter though.
What I hate though is the games that let you that give you a character, and I can't remember now which ones. Like for instance, no, I wouldn't say Skyrim. Other games like this, but
like hero
you get
type.
but as in you get up levels and skills, but then the enemies come up with the same difficulty anyways. They follow you up as you get better. So no matter what, you're still fighting like a really strong skeleton, even though you thought at that level you're at now they should be weak as anything.
You can fight skeletons. Is that what you said?
I was talking about Skyrim.
Oh right, I was like,
but when they
bring
up,
talking about fighting space marine skeletons.
So when you go up that difficulty in some games, I don't know if they did, I can't remember now if they did. Let's go, and they bring the difficulty up of the enemies as well with you. I hate those type of games. Yeah, so it's like pointless to getting up in level because they're just all being moved up.
It's hard to balance though because if you think about games like Division 2.
Which is I did Division 1, I didn't do Division 2.
Division 2
Joe, what's a
really
really spooky thought? Everybody's got a skeleton in them.
Yeah.
Spooky. Can you imagine?
I thought he was going to say something that was really
yeah, like in the
Are you
Division
preparing
2
for Halloween?
Oh, I've got a spooky one. Did you hear that the University of Florence and somebody like MIT? So have you heard? Yeah, MIT if you want. Yeah. Have you heard of those replacement limbs that you can have that can sense your sensory inputs and they you can do really really high dexterity stuff with them.
Yeah.
They've used that technology and attached it to mushrooms. And they've got a little mushroom on the top of it, and the mushroom has learnt how to walk around and climb over shit. Yeah, with its ability to control the little spider-like hand thing it walks.
Power fungi. What? Yeah. It's I saw a clip of it like
in IRL.
IRL, yeah. Also, did you know there's 3 kingdoms of life, right? There's plants, animals, fungus are their own separate one just for themselves.
Yeah. Because they. What mushrooms classed as?
Fungi.
No, it's fungi, but that's because they're fleshy and.
Who'd you hang out and play with in the woods when you're bored?
You mean like fungus?
Fungi.
Wow.
Anyways, besides all that, what was you saying about Division, mate? What was you saying about Division?
I was saying who's fungi's really good social mate? Who's really good to hang out with?
Mushroom?
No, fungus.
Fungus. Wow.
Go on, Division then. Division 2.
It's hard to balance because Division 2 does the opposite.
I'm trying to roll.
No, it doesn't.
No, hear me out. Let me explain.
In Division 1, it was literally like everything just kept up the same level as you, and it pissed me off.
But Division 2...
I mean, I love the guns and all that, but...
In Division 2, what happens is the game scales you up to the level of the highest player.
No, you don't.
Sorry, you just said though. So the game skill itself.
So what you're saying
goes up to the highest place. That's still the same, but not the lower players that are in that group.
Yeah, the lower players in a group get scaled up to the same level as the highest player.
So that's even worse. Because if you're a lower player and you're going with someone that's a higher player than you, then you're pretty much fucked.
No, you're not.
You are, because you're every enemy is a higher level than you.
Yes, but that's why
you're screwed over. You're going to be a lot more harder to play in it.
You to that level.
Yeah, you just said. So if let's say you're in a game,
well, think about
if someone's level 60,
if it was keeping a load of noobs in a game together, then throwing a level 60 player into a thing with a load of noobs, they're going to get pasted.
That's what I'm saying.
No, they're not. Because they become level 60.
No, you said the enemy difficulty moves up.
No, I'm on about the player difficulty. You said you don't like the enemy difficulty going up, and I said it's hard to balance.
No, so you're
because
saying,
the Division do the opposite, where they scale up the.
I think what you're getting the word. You said difficulty, so you're saying the players' levels go up to the same as the top level.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So when you said difficulty, then I'm thinking the difficulty of the game will be for them.
No. I
meant.
That's
what you're saying though when you said it.
I said it's difficult to balance.
I get what you're saying now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, what's difficult to balance is what you're saying, because you were saying. What you said was the enemies scale up, and you don't like that.
Yes.
And I'm saying that, yes, that in its own right, how they've scaled the enemies up, is a hard thing to balance inside of the game. Because the Division, instead of leveling up the enemies, they level up the lower players to the same level as the highest player.
Okay, now that makes sense.
Yeah,
but what you
that's
said
what I was
before,
trying to
where
say.
you said like they level the difficulty is like, why would they do
I
that?
was just
'Cause
saying
it'll make
it's,
it worse.
it's a difficult thing
Right,
to balance
so it's how,
in gaming.
So do you see
yes.
what I thought that
Yeah,
for?
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But yeah, all right then, fair enough. They do that then. But still, I would like the fact that when you
go
had
up against him next, isn't it?
still, I would like it because that's the one thing in Division I got annoyed about. When you take over, let's say you've gone through that area already, those enemies in that area was the same level. No matter how high you gone up, they still come at the same level. So it's like, what is the point of getting up all your gear, your equipment in the highest levels and stuff like that when they're all the same kind of thing as well? And a part of that, you actually get a bit of that as well in Destiny.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why I get annoyed
No, but
at
actually,
Destiny,
no, you don't get that in Destiny because in
do.
Destiny, you can be very OP in Destiny.
and this is because of the guns, but the difficulty of the enemies still come up to.
No,
They do.
No,
They come up to the same as the person's
No, in
difficulty.
Destiny, the higher the level, the more easier things become because you're just a fucking higher level.
It's
Yeah.
only becoming easier with the weapons and the perks and everything that you put on, though.
Yeah, but what happens
But that's
when?
part of the fucking game.
Yeah,
See, what happens when I join you though? My level goes up to your level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a new thing that they've newly added.
They knew that did.
No, genuinely, the whole scaling thing in a
funny
raid.
how he said it.
Yeah, it's a new thing. So until the last DLC, that wasn't a thing. Which is why when you did your first raid, when we did that raid with Jev, do you remember Jev
Happened
couldn't
beforehand
compete?
when I first started.
How many raids did you
Yeah,
do?
but Jev couldn't compete because he was lower level. Then they added the DLC where now, if someone in the party is 2015, we all go up to 2015 so we can compete. So they've taken away a bit of the grind, is what they've done.
I don't know if that would be good or not, though, to be honest. I mean, I would love to go
it's
in
good-
with,
it's
the,
good in a
with the level
sense
that
of-
I've got and trying to get up to that
Yeah,
level.
but
do you know what I mean?
it's good in a sense that if
because your guns will be crap.
you're trying to get a team of 6 people to do a raid, and you got one person who's a lower level, it allows that person to play and for you to fill your team.
Yes, but what I was
Whereas-
just saying then, because what makes me think of now is if they come up to your level, which is good, but then the weapons that he's got back in his grades, his stage, because you only get better weapons as you go through each mission and all that, right?
Yeah.
So by the time he gets up to your stage, his weapons would basically be shit.
That's a
But
good
then
point,
it's
actually.
but then
What-
it's good for him though because when the loot drops, he's gonna get loot that's like 20 levels higher.
but he
than
has
him.
to get to that point when he gets the
Sometimes.
loot. You know,
Yeah,
he has to
but
wait
it's
for that loot
RNG,
to
isn't
drop.
it? It's RNGesus.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Yeah, but
I
then
haven't heard that
okay.
saying in ages.
Another
That's
thing
such a
then.
World of
That's
Warship
point,
saying.
Another
That's-
thing.
Pray
How
to
does that
RNGesus.
how does that work when you've got level to weapons? So, for instance, you can only use certain weapons if you're at that right level to use.
Yeah,
them.
but all it's
so
allowing.
if he goes off the grid,
Yeah.
and he's now back on his own. He's back to level 16,
Yeah,
and he's
but
got a
now-
level 25 weapon which you
now
can't
he-
use.
Yeah, but now
That
you
mechanic
can
sounds shit
compete,
and busted.
But now you can compete and actually get kills. We did that raid. Jev couldn't get kills because he was low level.
Yeah, but
Whereas
does it
now,
work with the guns? Though?
Jev
That's what
can
I'm
come
saying.
in at the lowest level, and then he'll be able to do the damage because it takes him up to the level
Right.
of the highest player.
But does
Imagine if
But my
weapons
question
work
is-
like
I
that
know,
in
it
real
almost
life.
it almost negates the weapon level.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because then if he goes off and starts
But-
playing for himself, he can't
No, I was
use the
about to say,
weapons that
what-
he found.
No, it negates it because it bases it. You can kill the enemies based on your light level rather than your weapon level, if that makes sense.
I'd just like to just point out how dumb of a mechanic this is. So you
is.
go in with a weapon that should be a perfectly viable weapon because he's 10 levels higher than you. You give him a full auto burst straight to the face. Pew, 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 pew,
No,
pew, pew,
you
pew.
were missing.
And
the
he's
point.
fine.
No,
You were missing the point. To them, at the end of the day, if you think about it,
See, when my level increases to your level, for instance,
Yeah.
what does that go towards? Just power level?
that goes to so the kill.
I've never actually thought about it.
I think the damage. I think the
know,
damage is linked to your power level rather than your weapon level.
I mean, that's dumb as well.
Okay,
that
so
makes
it's more of the
Yeah.
armor stats that go
Yeah.
up instead.
It's
You're
more that the
powerful than
higher
me,
your light
shooting me
level,
with the same
Yeah.
weapon,
the more viable
your
you
bullets
are
do
to
more
fight
damage
a
than
certain
my
enemy.
bullets.
Yeah,
So
and
that's why it makes sense because to them, or if it was me anyway, I don't know if this is their logic, but if it was
Yours do more
me,
damage because you think you're a higher level.
it's better for me to enable as a game developer 6 people to play my game rather than one person to play the game because they're now trying to get to the level of the other 5 people so that they can get to that piece of content.
Pay to win, mate.
I
Do you know
mean,
what I mean?
the one thing that's
But that's not pay to win. If you go back to like COD 4 or whatever,
Yeah, it's
I know,
not pay to win.
listen,
Can I say that
you're making grind for
that
6
was the one
hours.
thing that kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's cool graphics. It's also kind of good game. It is a good game to play. But when it got to the point with the weapon upgrading and the levels on it, that's what got me, because you buy a weapon from the store or whatever, and no matter what, you can't really use a weapon, and it's got to be the same level. But then when
you can infuse them though,
right? But when you actually upgrade, when you complete that mission or do that raid or whatever, you get a new weapon after that mission. So you might as well just wait and do the missions and get your actual upgraded weapon.
No, but you can always infuse your weapon.
You can add stuff onto it.
No,
right?
as in if your weapon is a low level, say 10-20, and you get a gun.
Yeah, but that's what I don't like.
No, but hear me out.
Yeah.
But and then you get a gun that's, I don't know, 10-60. You can infuse that light level into your gun that you like, that you've got.
Yeah.
The biggest thing about it now is, because it's random rolls, you're trying to get a god roll version of a certain weapin. So
yeah, I get that, but I get what I'm getting annoyed about though is just like you say is, it's the levels on the weapons.
Yeah,
I don't like.
You can upgrade you can upgrade the weapon.
Yeah, you can upgrade your weapon, but
yeah.
Let's say I got that weapon, and then I'm getting other weapons that I don't really like. But then, like you said, you could upgrade your weapons. But then,
if you don't like the weapon,
to
you then infuse it into the one that you like.
Yeah, so I got a level
20,
level. But then I have to keep getting the same gun in different levels and all that, like just to get a high level.
Yeah, but that's what you're chasing. That's what the loot is, because they do random rolls of perks. You can get like a god roll, like a PvE god roll, which has all the right perks that synergize with everything and therefore allows for your combat to be better.
Yeah.
So that's why you'll keep getting different versions of the same gun. Yes, the name of the gun is the same, but if you look at the perk pool, it's all different.
Yeah.
If it's the perks that don't make sense, but the light level is high, you then infuse it into the one that you're keeping, that you're using, which then puts it a bit at the same level as the one that you're infusing into it. So you can have a god roll weapon. Yeah. The idea is now they're leaning into like builds where if you're going to do PvP, you'll collect certain god rolls of certain weapons. Yeah. If you're in PvE, if you want to do DPS, you have to have a certain amount of
What I'm trying to say is though, I'm not really a fan of the different levels and qualities of the weapon. I don't mind adding like sights on it and silencers and all that kind of stuff. That's the one I like, and just focusing on my own character's level. That's what I kind of prefer.
Yeah.
It's just with getting different levels of guns and weapons all the time and everything. I just think it's just too much stuff to try and deal with and trying to get into. So I'd rather focus on just my character level.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean?
They've introduced
that I'll be better than the soldiers that I've already.
They've introduced
ages ago. You know.
They've introduced builds now, so now
You'll
you can
find
actually
you
can actually craft.
But that's
weapons.
what I mean. That's how it's set up to be, though, isn't it? And I don't really like that idea.
But now you can craft weapons, so you can chase certain weapons, get 5 red border weapons, which then give you like the schematic for the weapon type thing, and then you can select your perks, which then takes away all these extra bits that like you're saying, oh well, I'm collecting the same gun so many times. You can actually just craft it to what you want.
Yeah.
And
okay, right.
Anyways.
So we'll leave it as that. I was, like I said, that was what was going back to before then was obviously, I don't know how we spun off on that, to be honest, but it's Kingdom Come, and then we because I don't know how it got.
I was thinking about that 10 minutes ago.
I don't know how it got
to
led off onto like thing. But anyways, I was at that point where I just paid them all off, and there I am. Yeah. So how far are you on it now?
Fairly far.
Good information.
The 2 Fs.
You just don't want to talk about it then?
No, you talk about yours.
I already have.
We've concluded.
I've concluded. I've got to the point where I'm actually at now. So
I'm going to have to hunt down the people who are making the counterfeit money.
Oh, right. I know which mission you're on about now then.
Yeah.
How far are you on that?
So I've traced down the sons of bitches who are using the copper sheeting. It's those people in Sasau.
Okay.
And then you've got to find out who's willing to who's willing to make the gold sheeting, who stamps it, and then you're going to have to go and speak to that knight's whoever who works for the Rosenbergs, and then you're going to have to go into the mines and shit up in Scarlet, search the mines.
Really?
Yeah, you have to search the mines.
I remember searching the mines in that one.
Yeah, you have to search the mines. You search around in the mines.
Oh. So is that I think I remember doing that mission, but I can't remember searching the mines mission though.
Yeah, you search the mines.
So you've done so obviously you said you've done the Teresa DLC then. So what other DLCs have you done so far?
None of them so far.
None of them.
Not in this playthrough.
So you didn't do Teresa?
I don't have any intention of doing Teresa's one this time. No chance. No way.
He's done it before.
Not at all.
Done it before. I don't know that. Like she wasn't intending to get the dog.
Fuck no. If I could kill the dog, I'd kill him.
But we would still say get it anyways.
No, you can't kill him. You can kill human dogs.
But in this case, you actually can get
and
pets
you
now,
can also,
so you don't have to just get that
you
dog.
You can also cook them.
God. Start getting into that now. All right. Please.
Intriguing.
Trying to change this
Who would have
anymore
thought? I mean, it's just drawing so many parallels to things.
Don't get all political crap. This is not a government thing. Anyways. So no DLC so far.
Great short.
Springfield Rattay.
Have you bought legally a horse, or have you stolen one?
I got pebbles.
So you bought one properly?
I got pebbles.
Yeah, but what I'm asking is,
to consult on the horse.
Did you steal a horse first?
No, pebbles
or
is
did
a
you
horse
actually
that you
just buy
get
one?
given.
You get given pebbles as a gift by Sahanish of Lipa.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can't remember. It's been a while since I've got.
Anyways.
Anyway, if you steal that horse back at the beginning of the game, if you ride it back there, you lose it anyway because you'd never go back on the horse. You go back on the cart, don't you? So that horse just becomes a wild horse. You set him free. He ends up back in Scarlet, so that's where he came from in the first place.
Well, yeah, but when I meant like, because when I got picked up.
Oh, did I
saved by
Zigeuner a
Teresa,
horse?
after Teresa? Like,
you can steal a horse.
Yeah, I went up to one of the fields and just stole a horse and ran off of it, and then I kept that for a while until I actually, bought one.
But that horse doesn't get a name and it doesn't whistle, does it?
Yeah.
What did you call it?
It sticks with you. And you don't name. Well, don't you name? I never named it or anything like, but it just stays with you until you buy one. Yeah.
A horse without a name.
You can sell it, I think, as well.
I wouldn't go through the desert. I wouldn't go through the desert on that.
Just realised, I'm missing a component of my drink.
There's a good thing that there wasn't any deserts, was there?
It's not looking as dark.
But I am interested in doing the rest of the DLC, so I just got to find them out first, though, because there was a couple. I think it was 7, isn't there?
7 horses.
No, 7 DLCs.
Please, Brett.
There is
And this is probably including the sound and
A
effects
Woman's
and
Lot. The Amorous Adventures of Bold Sir Hans
The
Capon.
Woman's Lot was Teresa, wasn't it?
And Johanka.
Johanka.
The Amorous Adventures of Sir Hans Capon.
Mm.
From the Ashes.
Okay.
And Tournament.
Oh, right. So I saw that pop up, but I thought there was already a tournament anyway. So
No, there wasn't.
A different type of tournament.
Yeah, there's a combat arena outside where you train with Bernard, and then there's a
Exactly.
combat arena in the upper castle at Rattay
It's like a minor tournament.
where Sir Hanish hosts a tournament.
Yeah, because you got the minor tournament where
You have to fight Black Peter in it. Did you fight Black Peter?
No, I didn't do it as one of it.
There's a minor tournament
Black
there, isn't
Peter.
it, next to the King in the
cool.
Reykjavik, and you not that one, sorry, but you go up through the different stages of the grades of soldiers, don't you? And when you're fighting, there's that little minor tournament. But you're saying they made a bigger tournament now?
Oh, what you mean the fucking fighting tournament at the mine?
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's
the one by the quarry in Sasso.
No, there's a couple of them. There's around each castle area, like in each.
No, this is a proper tournament where you
Right.
fight proper soldiers in a proper tournament.
Yeah, okay, because the one I'm talking,
You
talking
get
about,
rewarded with special
there
armor
was
and
already-
special stuff. You get special swords as well if you win the tournament.
with the knights fighting in the
Places,
square
special
arena.
teams.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Right. Well, the Ashes one is the settlement, isn't it?
Where you have to build Privislavits.
I haven't done that one yet, but that looked
You can get
interesting.
special swords if you build the right things in Privislavits. You can get special shield too.
Isn't there a mission where it's like I swear something like rebuilding a bit of a scout?
Oh, there is one for that, yeah, but you rebuild Privislavits.
I was going to say because I saw that and I was like, "What? I didn't know you can rebuild the first city."
No, you don't, because you rebuild Privislavits.
Well, then I don't know if I heard someone saying about doing it unless I thought you could, but I just misheard it.
You know where you have to go and raid.
You should be able to rebuild that. It'd be great.
You know where you have to go and raid that that camp where all the mercenaries and the
I know
humans are hiding. It's that place you rebuild.
I remember you telling me that before. Like, to be honest.
Yeah, it's called Privis
I was just
Lavitz.
saying though. So, sorry, I keep getting the bloody names of these towns, even though I played it so many times. But the first
time, right.
I know, but I'm terrible remembering names. Like, but
what's his name?
The first town that was in. Scavage, was it Scavage or whatever? Scalits, that's it. Thank you. I think you should be able to just rebuild that.
But that'll be up to Radzig to rebuild that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in the game though, it'd be good if you can actually to the point where you can get people to go back.
But it's Radzig's town.
Yeah, but you're working for Radzig.
Yeah, but he'd rebuild it, and then you rebuild Privis Lavitz.
But he'll just tell you to rebuild it if it was a part of it, because he's the boss of it.
I suppose so.
Like,
but
you're his bitch.
He'd probably get Tobias
like,
Faithar to build it, though, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
It's like if your auntie was your...
Huh?
If my auntie had balls, she would be my uncle.
But she doesn't, so she's not.
You get what I mean?
That's what you guys are doing. You're proper making up a story of why this should be in the game.
It should though. It should.
But he has you rebuild Privis Lavitz.
Yeah,
know,
but
guys,
I'm asking about they should be able to do that as well.
Guys, it's like if Lee's auntie had balls, she'd be his uncle.
Right.
But she doesn't, so she's not.
I know.
Yeah.
Talking absolutely.
That's what I'm just saying. They should.
To be fair, you dream big enough, or she dreams big enough. She could have balls.
Could happen. These days, it's possible.
She could have balls.
Right, CeeLo.
All you have to do is you have to move your
What have I
ovaries.
got? No, I was going to say, should we conclude here for now?
If you want to, it's fine.
And I think we had a few games lined up.
I hope you enjoyed our various rants and meanders about Kingdom Come and also Destiny, was it?
A little bit.
Oh, and Space Marine as well.
Space Marines.
We did that bit too. You're not going to eat the dogs now on Kingdom Come, are you?
Why have you stopped fucking recording? And we're back. As you're all aware, we usually incorporate some sort of game, but we've now decided to change things up a bit and do a separate gaming section.
Oh.
And to start off this week, I have got some gaming trivia for the boys.
Oh, trivia!
Interesting.
So we'll try.
Is this like is this like a true or false kind of thing?
So I'll give you.
How many questions?
It's just questions, I suppose.
How many questions?
We can do 10 questions.
Okay.
10?
Yeah, okay. I think 10's reasonable. It won't go. Yeah, it won't take too long.
If we want to carry on, I suppose we can do more.
Okay. Question number 1. What 1997 N64 game, widely cited as one of the greatest of all time?
GoldenEye.
I was just going to say that as well.
He's got it. He's got it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
When you said
said
1997, when you said 1997 Golden game, to be fair.
Correctamundo.
Do we each need a buzzer or something like that?
Yeah.
We could get a buzzer app on our phone.
Just do that and he'll make a noise. Do that and it'll make a noise.
Unless you want to do, if you want to do buzzer raps, but then Lee doesn't have a
sound.
There's a lot of editing in more now.
Neither does Josh, actually. All right, question number 2.
Oh.
Originally given
number 2.
Originally given the Japanese title Pac-Man,
Right.
as in PUK. What 1980s arcade game was inducted into the Guinness Book of Records as the most successful coin-operated game in 2005?
Was it Pucku Pucku Pac-Man?
It was Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Wait,
What? Pac-Man was Pac-Man?
Yeah,
it was Puckman. It was originally called Puckman.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
But yeah, it's called Pucku Pucku, wasn't it? Because
I was thinking of a couple. Yeah, that went straight over.
That
it.
question.
Yeah. Because you said Pac-Man anyways, and then like...
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
his accent. You just couldn't hear it through his accent.
Cool.
You sounded too Welsh when you said it. Yeah.
In July 2023, question number 3. In July 2023, video game company, or your favourite, Electronic Arts, announced that players will be able to explore Wakanda in an upcoming open world video game based on the adventures of what Marvel
Probably
super-
Black Panther.
No,
It's got to be Black Panther. Isn't it?
Black Panther, yeah.
No.
Correct.
So is that 3 to me and none to either of them?
Yeah.
If you were going to say no, then I
I
was going
stupidly
to say
said
like
Marvel,
multiverses or something.
but it's actually
Why the fuck would anybody want to play a Marvel game?
Marvel. That's it.
Open world
Marvel,
Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Wakanda forever.
Just do a Black Panther outfit on
Here we
GTA.
are then, because you guys think he thinks he's on a roll. Question number 4.
Question number 4.
Which spooky 2001 GameCube game starring Mario Brothers got a reboot for Nintendo Switch in 2019?
Mario Kart Racing?
Read the question again, sorry.
Super Bros one?
Which spooky 2001
Oh,
GameCube
spooky.
game starring Mario Brothers got a reboot for Nintendo Switch in 2019?
with the-
Bowser's Castle.
Is that, yeah, I was going to say, is that Haunted House one or not? Something like
It's not that.
it's, I remember what it, I know which one it is, but I can't remember the actual name.
I mean, sorry, I need the name.
No, I know. I know. Obviously, I'm just saying I can't remember the fucking name. Jeez.
2001, do you say?
It got a reboot on the game. The spooky game was originally on GameCube in 2001, and it got a
GameCube's that
reboot
fucking old.
Yeah. No.
for Nintendo Switch in 2019.
I mean, it goes to show that like a Switch is more powerful than a GameCube. Re-release with better graphics.
No, I can't remember the name. I know which one it is. I can picture it, but I just can't remember the name.
Is
Are
it
you all
got anything to do with
tapping
Waluigi?
What?
Is it Waluigi?
Tap out.
He's the
not.
creepy one.
Luigi.
Uh,
But you're warm.
warm am I? I'm warm am I?
Yeah.
Wario's
No.
Castle?
No. Are you tapping out?
No, I'm not tapping out.
It starred the Mario Brothers, yes. And no, it's not the game Mario Brothers. Would you like the question again?
Can we?
No, I don't think I do want it again.
Can we have a clue of like?
Nathan was warm.
So there's like Waluigi, Wario.
Yeah, but there's only
It
like
must be one of those two. They're
think
like the
there's only
creepy, weird
one or
ones.
two that was actually like spooky, and there's one where you had the ghosts and everything like, going around like you jumped on them and all that.
Boo's Mansion? Is it Boo?
It's not Boo.
Is Boo not in it?
No.
I like Boo.
Nathan was even warmer then. So basically, here's what I can say. Nathan has said the two letters of that make up the name of this game.
Nathan's two
But-
letters.
Nathan has said the two letters that
Something's castle then.
I don't know.
Boo's Castle?
It's not Boo's Castle though.
Wario's Castle?
No.
Boo's Mansion?
No.
Wario's Mansion?
No.
Somebody's Mansion?
It's something
Creepy, creepy mansion or ghost mansion.
Haunted Mansion?
Well,
Go
I can't.
Bowser's
think of the name. It's not-
Mansion?
it's not.
Peach's Mansion?
No.
Wario's Mansion? Mario's Mansion? Boo's Mansion?
Right,
Koopa Troopa's Mansion? Waluigi's Mansion?
I tap out because I
That's like
can't.
the Friends episode.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you all tap
It's
out?
something fucking mansion, isn't it?
It is something mentioned, yes.
Spooky Mansion?
No.
Damn it.
I can picture it. I just can't remember.
Mushroom Kingdom Mansion?
Spooky Mansion?
Who's the only character you haven't mentioned?
Bowser!
No, you've mentioned Bowser.
Koopa Trooper!
You
Toad's
mentioned that as
Mansion!
well. No.
Fuck! Wario, Luigi,
It is Luigi.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yes.
Oh yeah, of course it's Luigi's Mansion.
Bloody hell.
You went through all the characters and didn't say Luigi.
Yeah, it said Waluigi. didn't I? Wario. Hey, I get that point. I'm on 4 now.
Here we go. In May 2022, this is question 5, the government of what European nation banned its employees from using American gaming terms such as esports, instead using their domestic language counterparts? Oh, I can't.
Is it
give you
Germany?
that bit. It's not Germany, but if I say the next bit,
Go on then, say it.
no,
Go on, say it.
No, it will give it away straight away.
What? So which
Say
country?
that
Has
again.
been, which country
Say
been
again, I
banned?
think-
So basically, the question is, which country banned the
Employees.
European nation employees
They
from
want-
using American gaming terms such as esports?
They wanted them to use their own lingo.
Yeah, basically.
That's the sort of thing the overhyped narcissism of the French would also do. Is it the French?
the French.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
It was going to say it's either the Germans.
Yeah,
if it's
it was
not the
gonna say-
Germans, it'll
trust
be
the
the
I was
nation.
gonna
French.
say, yeah, this is the domestic
I thought it was
language
Korea or
counterpart, like "du video de competition." So I was like, that would have given it away. Do you get me?
I was debating whether or not to say the French first of all, to be fair. But I know the Germans had a big thing with banning video games in the early 2000s. So I went with the Germans first.
Question number 6. Regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time, what 1981 arcade game features titular amphibian trying... Oh, the
Lemmings.
titular amphibian trying to cross a road without getting swashed by cars.
Hopper.
Oh, Hopper.
And-
Frog. No,
And
Frogger.
a river-
Frogger.
Yeah, it's Frogger.
Yeah, I got it first.
I
I got it
He got it.
first.
No, he
got it.
didn't
You
get
got
it.
it.
He's the game master, so he
he's
told me.
adjudicated.
Yeah.
Hopper was the copy of it, wasn't it?
What is question number 7?
Yeah, it was.
What is thought to be the first video game created in 1958 and becoming popular in 1970s? And he's
it was.
got it
Pong.
right.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Are you with us, Lee? Yeah. Question number 8.
I'd just like to say Pong's not a very good game.
No.
What will
Pretty tough,
what will Wright, as in the name Will, and his last name's Wright.
Oh.
What will Wright created video game series released in 2000, with sequels in 2004, 2009, and 2014, saw players watching and directing characters to mundane things like eating, sleeping, cleaning
The
the
Sims.
house.
Sims.
Got
Jeez.
to be that.
Soon you started
Number
saying what they was
9.
doing.
Yeah.
that was it. Sims, blatantly.
Mel probably would have got that. She probably
We all
would.
got that. I
Number
think
9, Buster
blatantly.
Rhyme. Making his debut in 1990's Super Mario World, what is the name of the enemy eating egg throwing green dinosaur who serves as a
Yoshi.
sidekick to... Yeah, he's got
There
it.
you go.
He's good at this.
I looked at it straight away. I was waiting for it.
Did you know it?
No, I was
Number
looking at you
10.
like- You're gonna come with
Which video game console released in 2006 pioneered the use of motion controls in its
Wii.
gameplay?
Wii.
Yeah, Wii.
That was question 10. I don't know if you
That
want to
was-
continue.
Yeah, go on. Because I've got
He's
9.
on a
We'll
roll.
give them a chance
Yeah.
to. We'll give Speedy a chance
Well, I
to
knew
claw
it
it
was weird as
back.
well. But you got to it quicker.
I'll go up to 15 then if you want. All right. Question number 11. 2021 will see the release of what 6th game in its franchise, continuing the adventure. This fucking gives it away.
Give somebody else from the game that you know that isn't that character. Then make it a bit
Or
harder.
just say something else that
No,
doesn't give it away.
honestly,
Say something else that doesn't give it away then.
no. There's
2021 sixth
everything
game in a
fucking
franchise.
gives it away. Yeah.
What? And it was 6. And it was number 6.
Is it Gears of War?
No, that didn't go 6 yet.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
Sixth game in the franchise.
Its name.
Sixth
So
game in the
basically,
franchise.
is what game was released in 2021.
Call of
It's the
Duty?
6th game in the franchise, continuing the adventures of the guy I'm not going to say, or the girl I'm not going to say. Its name sounds as if the game story will continue in perpetuity.
Perpetuity.
Yeah.
Carrying on from the previous game.
Yeah.
So this is 6th game as well.
Mhm.
Okay, so presumably he's not. Is it Halo?
He might be issue. Yeah, it is.
Really?
Yeah. It's
That's like one of the best games, though.
It's
and I
Halo
just-
Infinite.
Yeah.
But the question says,
Yeah.
right? The question says, 2021 will see the release of what 6th game in the Halo franchise, continuing the adventures of Master Chief.
Well, blatantly aliens.
Where
Why-
these questions?
Its name sounds as if like the game story will continue to
Oh,
perpetuity.
I can't believe it took me that long to go. I think Gears of War 5 or whatever
Yeah.
it was came out in there, and that was the 6th game in the franchise. That was my thinking of that. But yeah, then again, Halo's the exact same
I'm
thing.
going to look at Lee for this
And
one.
it's not technically
Don't
the
look at
6th
me.
game in the Halo franchise either.
I'm screwed.
No, that was in 2021.
Yeah, but that was still the most recent Halo game, and it's like the 8th game in the Halo franchise.
I'm at minus 10 points.
In 2014, Google partnered with Game Freak and someone I'm not going to say, well, I suppose, and Nintendo as part of the April Fool's Day prank to create a new version of Google Maps. That will give it away, and I'm going to say this prank inspired what massively popular 2016 video game. I can't say the...
I know there's a game
Minecraft.
that uses Google Maps, like, which is pretty good. Line, it's map find. Oh, I can't remember what
It's
called
not
now.
Minecraft.
Yeah, it's not my
Flappy Bird.
It's not Flappy Bird. Whatever that is.
You don't know what Flappy Bird is?
It wouldn't be
fucking
Flappy
game I
Bird. Google
suggested
Maps.
we should play.
Which one's that?
GeoGuessr.
No.
No. It's
No,
not.
no. I was thinking as well, but it's not what he's on about. He's on about like an actual console
Oh,
game.
he's going to cuck himself here.
You're not talking about...
Someone else is going to get this.
is it a franchise game? His favorite
Game released 2016, collaboration with Google and Nintendo.
Who released it? EA, did you say?
No, Nintendo.
I was going to say GTA.
It's a
if you use
game
Google
that
Maps,
is
'cause Google
partnered. It was a prank on April Fool's Day, which was a collaboration between Google and Nintendo. And the game, well, the prank inspired a video game in
Pokemon.
2016. Yes.
Oh,
Lee.
Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh, so he cucked himself and gave me the answer.
Yeah.
Because he didn't say Pokemon Go, he just said Pokemon.
The bit that I missed is, it says here,
Yeah.
an April Fool's Day prank to create a new version of Google Maps populated by small creatures.
Oh, then that would
Oh,
have given
that
it
would've given
away.
it
They
away.
was
that's,
like, what
that's
games
why
are
I said,
Nintendo?
Yeah.
that's why I said
And then
I skipped that bit.
Okay, so I get the point for that then, don't I?
I looked
Yeah,
there.
but you don't get the point. But, well, we could deduct.
Lee said Pokemon.
Yeah, but we could deduct the fact that you said Halo is Halo Infinite.
Right.
Well, fair enough. I mean, if you hadn't shouted Halo Infinite, I would have added Infinite immediately after, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Let him have his competitive moment. What happens in the
wow,
editing can
this
change.
is a great question.
Put him at minus.
Question number 13.
Yes, President on it.
Mendicant bias.
Halo.
Fucking hell, he's got it. Oh,
Is this just question settled for Nick? Or?
he's fucking got it. He's got it.
Go on, ask the rest of the
I
question.
was going to say, mendicant bias and offensive bias are fictional AIs in what holy video franchise that shares its name with a Beyonce song?
Yeah, Mendicant Bias is the AI that the Forerunners
Yeah.
created with the intent
Yeah.
to take down the Flood, and the Flood managed to corrupt him, so he turned the Forerunner fleet over to the Flood's control.
And Geek of the Week goes
And then,
to...
and then the Forerunners decided that they were going to create a new AI that was more powerful but had less creativity, and the less creative AI, even though it was more powerful, wasn't able to beat
Great
Mendicant Bias. After Mendicant Bias managed to basically win the war and the Forerunners fired the Halos, Mendicant Bias was the only sentient creature left alive in the galaxy, and he was created from the memory of a human. Actually, he was originally a human Mendicant Bias called Chacus, whose story is detailed in Halo Primordium. And at the end of it, the Didact uses Mendicant Bias's brain.
I remember stuff when I
uses his brain to create. He uses Chacus's brain to create Mendicant Bias. But when you play Halo 1, the AI that you're speaking to, 343 Guilty Spark, is actually part of Chacus's consciousness as well.
That's good, isn't it?
So yeah, you actually meet him in the games.
Yeah, fair play. Though. You hear this stuff, but I don't remember any of it. I struggle to remember any of it, but fair play to you, mate, for remembering all that stuff. Look.
I was about to say,
Alright.
how the hell do you lodge all that?
Great, isn't it? He's the Lord Daddy.
Go on, then. Are we doing one more then?
I got two more, and then that's it. Introduced on Wii consoles, Nintendo gamers can make their own in-game character by creating an avatar known by what three-letter name that sounds similar to a pronoun? Oh, that's a good one.
Say that again?
Well, there's a lot of games that can make. There's a lot of games you can make your in-game character. But if you're talking about like a plan view thing, don't you say it's The Sims, you can make your character.
I'm going to ask the question again.
I'm trying to load up.
There's loads
Lee.
of different,
Yeah,
loads
for
of
the
different
sake
games that you
of
can make
Lee.
your character.
Nintendo on Wii consoles
Yeah.
I've played
Sorry,
a Wii.
introduced on Wii consoles, Nintendo gamers can make their own in-game character by creating an avatar known by what 3-letter name that sounds similar to a pronoun?
Tar.
No. It's quite funny because I was going to say think pronouns, but...
Three letter, did you say?
Yeah.
Har? I don't know, I'm spitballing.
A hem?
No, I can't think of anything that's named 3 letters, but...
It's not a tar like a TAR.
No,
It's short for an avatar.
it's not. Although that's cool. It's,
If some of the people's has just got an tar/D.
AVI?
what?
AVI?
AVI.
What about a they I? My tranny
I
AI
turned
is a
that.
they I.
Xavi.
A they I.
AI.
Have you seen that one of MJ from Spider-Man?
Yeah, that was great.
and them J.
Oh god.
PNG?
Do you tap out?
She? No.
PNG?
She?
Hey, who's that? I can't. I don't know. I'll tap out. What is it?
And NAI?
No. Do you tap out?
Give us this first letter.
Oh, is it a we?
No, it's not me.
Because that would be clever if
Give
it
us this
was.
first letter.
No.
Yeah.
I can give you the last letter.
Go on then.
It's I.
So it's not like WII.
No, it's not we.
That would be clever if it was.
Yeah.
That would have been clever. I'd respected.
I think.
Is it MII?
Yes.
Yeah.
The we me.
Yes,
That's so
it's the
fucking
me.
retarded.
It's the me. Alright.
I was about to say it's A something I.
God, all they've done is just done it with a mirror. It's just like they looked at it upside down. That's really clever. Call it a me. Fucking dumb.
Oh, last question. Oh my god. Oh, this you might get this. What video game came with a Nintendo Entertainment System when it was released in the late 1980s and was meant to be played with the NES Zapper? It shared a cartridge with with Super Mario Brothers.
Just shooting one then.
Virtual cop.
Cartridge.
Time cop.
Nope.
Something cop.
Nope.
No cops.
No cops.
Can you imagine doing Virtual Cop 2024? Can you imagine how much fun you could have with that?
Virtual Zapper.
Yes,
That's
the
Nintendo.
Virtual Zapper gun.
That's Nintendo, right?
Nintendo NES. Nintendo Entertainment System.
Time Crisis part of that?
Time.
I have mentioned this game in this podcast.
Time Crisis.
No.
Oh, leeching off.
Is it an on-rail shooter?
Is it a what?
An on-rail shooter
What's an on-rail shooter?
where you got the zap gun and it goes
And you
round
just-
and it goes like
it goes down, but
House
you-
of the
you
Dead.
I've never played
can't-
House
no.
of the Dead.
House of the
You-
Dead. House
you've
of
got,
the
you've
House
got
of
the
the Dead.
Zapper gun and you're pointing at your TV.
House of the Dead.
Like a
shooting
light
shit.
gun
It's on
shooter.
Dreamcast.
Yeah, like-
one.
And the game
NES
moves
gun.
and the game moves you around for you.
I'm trying to think.
What I
of
did,
that
what did I
place in
don't know.
Birmingham in Q64. Remember that place we went? Retro arcade.
There's movement in the
place.
game. You move the zap gun for yourself.
And you shoot at things.
Device.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds like an
very
on-rail
good.
shooter.
Doom.
Was actually made. Doom was by the
Yeah,
new
but you could
Space
play- you
Marines
could
is
play
the
it-
same.
You
No,
could play it on
it's
that
the
though.
same developers as Warhammer. They made Doom. But anyways, fun fact.
Yeah, I was just saying that because they could play it on like, but the Zapper one. I can't.
Oh, this is a good. I thought you were gonna get this straight away, but it's turning out to be great.
Is it like Toy Story or something fucking
Nope.
stupid like that?
It's definitely stupid, but it's not Toy Story.
Is it in that realm of games of Toy Story, Disney?
No.
Questions go.
Is it a more serious game?
No, think silly, stupid, like Lee said. It's a stupid game. Fun game, I might add. I played it loads in my youth.
You mentioned it tonight.
I haven't mentioned it tonight, but I've
Okay,
mentioned it in
Not the bunny one, is it?
the
You're
bunny
shooting
one.
these rabbits. That is the game though, but I just can't remember what the name
No,
is.
I'm trying to think if I remember it, that's all.
I'm trying to think
No,
what
it's not that.
fucking game
Is it a Mario Kingdom game?
No, it shared the same cartridge. It was a different game, but
A
allegedly
collaboration.
it was on the
So
same cartridge.
when you say cartridge, you mean that the game itself is a cartridge, right? Okay, right.
Do you know, to play the game,
Yeah,
you grab the...
You load the
Yeah.
cartridge.
I thought you meant like it's cartridge as in like you know you got a gun and you can put the cartridge in
No,
it.
no.
Like, okay.
So if you wanted to play Mario Brothers, you'd pick up the cartridge that also had this game on that cartridge, and then you'd be able to select this game or Mario Brothers.
Quackshot.
No cigar.
Quackshot 2.
No, it's not quite.
It's not a Mickey Mouse game.
No.
It's not a Donald Duck themed adventure game.
No.
No.
It's not Disney.
What shooting was it again? So like just
I don't think Donald
Just
Duck's
shooting.
Disney.
The game involves you with
I think it's
the
Warner
extra
Brothers.
peripheral, which was a gun.
So I remember playing Mad Dog Degree or something like, and that was a shooting game.
No. It's not that. I'm going to make this one difficult because it's one of my childhood favourite games, actually, funny enough. I've spent loads of time playing it. The only game I've properly played with my father, which I've never said that as a fact here, but...
You ain't. Damn it, see, why have you never said that before? That would be a great clue.
I know. That would have been a great clue.
No, I can't get it.
Uh,
I mean, I can't remember playing that
You
shit.
can tap out if you want. He doesn't want to tap out. Come on, tap out the last. You're like 14 and 0.
13 and
Or
0.
13 and 0, yeah.
13 and 1. Apparently.
I got one too.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
You didn't say Pokemon Go. I got that one.
You didn't say hey. Oh, that's
You didn't say Halo Infinite.
No, that does put him at 13 and 0 and 1.
Wait, what?
Yeah. It's same.
Okay.
We've already
The editing won't say that.
We've already deducted that point.
The editing won't say that.
Anyways.
Um,
Oh, he's tapped.
I haven't tapped. I'm just
You just tapped the table.
wiping.
on the Nintendo.
Think about
The
what
chip
games
game,
could
right.
you play on the
That's what I'm trying to
Nintendo
think right
Entertainment System with a zapper gun.
I don't really remember playing one. I don't think.
I do.
I play a lot with the controller and a joystick, but I can't remember using an actual
Nintendo.
gun on it.
If you all give up, I might even play a video of it, which would be funny.
Yeah, give us a soundbite.
Is it like a zombie one though?
Oh, he says it's a silly one.
Oh, it's a fucking very silly one.
He says it's a silly one.
Right.
Lee, you've tapped out. Can I show you?
Yeah.
It's that thing is Nintendo. Like I said, I only played with the joysticks and just
I've never played that.
You've never
controller.
played that? Oh, what an amazing game. What a great game.
I never guessed that.
Absolutely.
To be honest,
fucking
I
awesome
have
game.
never played.
All right,
with
I'm gonna
actual
give up,
weapons,
but you're gonna
so-
have to give us a couple more questions to make up for it, and then let me see.
Yeah. Can you give us a clue first?
Or you could just play some sound and see if I recognise
It
the
was
sound.
great. It was
Can you-
amazing.
I played that on
Can
the
you play
PC,
some of the
actually.
audio?
Yeah, it
Can
was amazing.
Can you play
Yeah.
some of the audio and see if I can get it from the audio?
Yeah, no, I have played this.
It was great, man.
Sounds familiar.
It was fucking amazing.
Metroid?
What?
Metroid?
No,
Yeah.
That's not part of it.
that's it. Yeah.
Go up to the.
Go on then, let's see. And let me see if I recognise it. I don't recognise this music.
No, go on then, show us. Oh, hey.
What's it called?
It's the
Duck shoot.
Oh,
Duck hunt.
bastard.
Fuck.
Played that. I'm like really annoyed about that now.
It was amazing.
I didn't play it,
Thing is,
but
Oh man, it
Was it until I seen it in action?
what
I
a
was like,
great game.
That's
go on
so
then. You got any
annoying.
more? Because I feel cheated.
What do you mean you feel cheated? We would have
oh.
leave.
He's
gotta do
already
one more.
winning.
We got to get through the games and the time's getting late, man.
It ain't. Stop
Alright.
complaining.
The
Drive
word
miles,
Tetris
man.
is a combination of the Greek word tetra, meaning four, and what 6-letter sport that was a favorite of a game creator, Alexei Pajitnov.
Lexi Paginov.
Yeah. Seems legit.
So what's actually the question here then?
I was about to say,
What
is
does
there
the
more?
second part of
What-
the word
yeah.
Tetris mean?
What's the second
Risk.
part of word Tetris?
The
mean?
word Tetris is a combination of the Greek word tetra, meaning four, and what 6-letter sport that was a favorite of game creator Alexei Pajitnov.
So we're gonna guess the 6-letter sport
So it'll be something wrist.
You got to guess what the sport is.
that connects to
That
Tetris.
yeah.
Would
So
we-
I'm assuming Alexei Pajitnov created Tetris, but what was
Did you say fall for the first part?
tetra
Yeah.
is four.
Fall or fall?
Four.
F-O-R.
Four.
Oh, four.
The number.
Is it a
So
water
what two
sport?
words? What two words are combined to make the word Tetris?
Oh, okay then.
But it's inspired by a sport. What is that sport? The sport has 6 letters in it.
What's the one you throw the disc?
Discus.
Frisbee.
Discus. Discus?
Frisbee's a sport now.
Yeah, but is it discus?
It's not discus.
What is it? Disc?
Trying to think of any sport that might have a Tetris.
But I tell you
You're
what,
trying to think of something
you
Greek.
three can discuss. Sorry, a terrible joke. It's good though. Fuck you.
Clue.
Lou?
We just got to think of any sport that's got. Is it
There's 6 letters in
six
it.
letters?
That has
Is it us
those
at the end?
words.
Which
So
has
yeah,
been-
does it have wrists included in the sport?
I can't. I don't think I can answer. It has is.
Tennis.
He's got it.
No, he's got it.
Is it ten?
You know what? I was thinking that before, and I thought, nah, I can't.
No.
Whose favourite sport is tennis?
So
I
the,
brushed over
I
tennis
know.
completely. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's not tennis.
Mate,
the letter Tetris.
I
is
thought
a
of it at the start,
combination
tennis,
of
and then I thought,
tetra
nah, it can't be that.
and
Yeah.
obviously tennis. So tetanus. Yeah, it's well, whatever. Tetris.
Oh, I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
That's
Tetris
dumb, innit?
tennis.
I know it's silly, but
Yeah, that's
the
dumb.
sport
That's
is
Dumb,
tennis.
but good to know. In
Yeah.
a way.
Lee wasn't even in the same ballpark.
He wasn't on the same court.
I left it.
Yeah, I got 2.
Oh, dear.
There we are.
Right, so we're going to move it to centre court and go on to the other game.
Yeah.
Anybody got any Wimbledon puns before we move on?
What time does Tim Edman go to bed?
10 love?
About 10ish.
Oh, not 10 love.
Who's starting? Are you starting it?
Someone can start.
What does Tim Henman have when he wakes up in the morning to drink? Deuce.
Deuce. Deuce.
That's a great one.
I came up with that one.
No, but I think you should start.
Do you want to intro what we're
After
doing?
that.
After that, I think you should start now.
So we are now going to jump into our usual bring the game, because we believe
Is-
also that it's a lot more interactive when
So-
we're all guessing games.
Can I just ask though, what have we actually called this? Is this Gav's bag or is this battle bags or
This is
what?
battle bags.
This is battle
Battle
bags.
bags.
AKA battle bags. I
Hey.
wasn't here and I missed that memo.
I was,
Yeah.
I was just wondering. But now we've got
So,
that.
yeah.
Okay.
I've got
Battle bags.
I've got mine in a nice.
You were told last week.
paper bag.
We played it and everything,
Lee.
and even explained.
And then
Lee,
we
I've
have a
muted-
point system at the
I
end of
haven't
who's
seen-
better.
I wasn't
We even
here.
explained that
I wasn't
Okay.
here last week.
for the week before that.
Right, would you
Whenever
like
you
to
were
just
here.
have a gentle touch through the thing? Have a look.
Dude, I
David?
can see
Oh, you
through
can
it.
see it. You can see it. I haven't seen the game, but you're gonna show us. You're gonna show
Jesus Christ, man.
Right, we'll just
Jesus.
leave the bags. Right.
Put it in
It's
in your Subway
listen,
bag.
listen. So you don't need to touch it. It's a PlayStation game, PlayStation 2 game. Get away, get out of here.
Okay, PlayStation.
It's a
I-
PlayStation 2.
Okay, then.
I can't answer that because I've seen that it's a PlayStation 2 game.
So it's a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just said that.
Yeah,
You said it was PlayStation, and he
Yeah.
said 2,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
and I said,
shall we go this way?
yeah.
No. Let's go the other way.
Okay, fine.
We'll go the other way and we'll.
What am I trying to guess? Is it
I
a
actually
racing
haven't
game?
seen it, so-
No.
Oh, it's not a racing.
Right. So we're going
Can
this
you
way. then,
cover
mate.
that because I might be able to
Which
see
way?
it?
What? That's what.
Yeah.
Okay.
You going that way, aren't you?
No,
just
we're
got
going-
CeeLo.
Where are we
just
going,
You said
Dave?
we're going this way.
just asked if it was a
Yeah,
racing
but
game.
you said
That
no.
way,
We'll go
that
this way.
Yeah, and then I changed
Go
my mind. We're going that way now.
clockwise or anti-clockwise?
But you've
What's
answered
this?
my question.
Go clockwise.
I have. Yeah. That's
Right,
right.
I think-
So we're starting with you.
So she-
Yeah. So that's where we need to move to Lee.
No, that's why we need to go to Speedy because we're going this way now.
Okay, go on, Speed.
It's amazing that we get anything done.
Oh.
We're doing a diagonal.
Come on, Speedy. Quick game.
Diagonal.
Quick game.
Okay then, I'm gonna. I think the best thing to do is at the start is try and go through the franchise and narrows it down. So I say EA
What developer? You mean?
developer. Sorry. Been a long night.
Yeah, he's breaking the scene. I'm gonna go have an injection
Money can't
of
pay this.
insulin.
So,
Okay.
I'll be back.
no cheating though.
It's not a developer I've ever heard of.
Oh God.
Cover it with your RB thing so he doesn't go scouting at it. Hey, you're looking at it. You're looking at it. Oh no, that's revealing. Yeah.
You suck, Lee. Get out of here.
You suck putting it in a see-through paper.
No, just. I don't want to get a rash.
Oh God. Okay, so it's not EA.
It's not.
It's no, you have to put the shirt in.
I asked him as racing.
Is it sure?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go for genre then.
Is it a platformer?
No.
So it's not racing. It's not a shooter. It's not a platformer. It's not a race. You said it's not racing, yeah. Is it any type of sports game?
I wouldn't call it a sports game.
Okay, so no sports whatsoever then.
You wouldn't call it one, but is it considered one?
No.
That's a good question.
That wasn't a-
But that wasn't a question. But that was a good thing about I know what it's like
Was
sometimes.
that a question or a statement?
That was a statement.
Statement. It was a very good. It was a very good statement
wanted to
that
clear
needed
that.
to be asked.
What's in my new gadget?
What does that one do?
So it's your turn now,
Does
isn't it?
it click you? Or does it fire it? Go bang.
Ooh.
Oh, that's like some movie shit.
So
that.
it's not any
It's
of
like what he's got in
those.
Blade, isn't it? With the syringes.
You can't- RPG or any other genres
Did
you
you
go
have,
for?
no. Is that an RPG?
No.
RPG! Out of nowhere! Is it a jump sheet?
Well, they still have a genre you can go through. We've gone for racing. We've gone for
Your question.
Racing. We've got sports, shooting.
It's not racing. It's
No,
not
because there's no sports.
It's not shooter.
It's not shooting.
Is it The Legend of Zelda?
No, that would be an RPG.
Yeah.
Same.
So we've gone through twice. Now so that's 6.
Oh God!
Is it strategy-based game?
No. I've debated about bringing this game before because I just know it's going to be so brutally hard to get. I think this is probably going to be one of the hardest games that we've ever had on here. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just the only game I could find from my collection. It was either FIFA, one of the fucking 20 FIFA games we've got, or this.
Well, there's no sport. There's no sports.
Is it?
think of.
Ask him if it's a pearly
If it's not a shooter as well, though.
Yeah, so I'm thinking
This is what's making it harder. It's got no shooting, right? No race, no sports.
It's not a platformer.
Not a
Even if it's
platformer.
a card game, that's classed as strategy.
A what?
A card sort of game, like Yu-Gi-Oh or
I
something.
think when I said strategy, I
card
meant
game.
like as
Yeah,
in.
like Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ah,
Uno.
That's strategy.
Yeah. It's not that.
When I was saying strategy though as well, I meant like as in like a Lord of the Rings Middle Earth base building. That kind of stuff.
like a RTS. Or
Minecraft.
something
Yeah,
like that, or something.
basically
it's not that
strategy.
either.
But, strategy,
It wasn't his question.
That wasn't the question. I was just talking to Lee. Thank you.
Okay, well you managed to get a free one out of there.
God. That's made it a lot more harder. The fact that there's none of those.
Yeah,
How are we
it's not
going to
those.
narrow that end down?
Doesn't help with him what written either.
Oh, I got one.
Ooh.
Are you gonna ask one?
No,
I've already asked
talk
it,
to us. Tell us, and then because he's the next one to ask.
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
question.
saying. Is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not.
yeah. Tell us.
I
What do you?
asked if it's a... What did I ask it was?
You
We
asked
were
if
waiting
it
on
was
you.
like,
Oh, sorry.
yours?
If it's yours, then.
Well, all right. I'll go.
Would you want to
Is
say
it a
to us
Souls
first?
game?
We're actually...
Is it a Souls game?
Yeah.
No.
Why?
It
Why
was
is that
just the way
funny?
you went no then. It tickled me.
Okay, so yeah, you asked if shooting him, so it's not shooting, so you asked
It's
Souls.
not a shooter.
So we're there. Are we? So is it okay? Let's narrow it down a bit then. That's
Fuck is it?
6, 7, 8.
Worms is a strategy game.
Is okay. We're there.
That's what I mean.
We're
Anything
there.
I'm thinking of.
We're there.
Yeah,
Let's
Worms is a
let's try
strategy
and
game.
narrow
Worms
it
could be
down to what's
considered to
actually
be somewhat
happening
a
in the
strategy
game,
game, yeah.
and we know a bit more. So, does it involve combat? Is it a combat game? Like any type of combat?
No.
There we go now. So that even takes
So it's
any
not a
combat
shooter,
whatsoever.
it's
No
open world.
sports,
It's not a sports game.
Is it open world?
and it's not a racing game.
It's not a racing game.
Is that a question?
Yeah.
No.
What the hell is it then?
Is it
Jesus.
a side scroll?
Wait. He's done 10. That means we get a clue.
Oh, you get a clue now.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I suppose you get a clue.
I don't
If
think
you
it's
were
clear.
clever.
Like it's gonna be
If
I,
you were
I-
clever,
I don't think this clue's
Right.
gonna.
If
what-
you
oh.
if you were
That's
clever
why
and it's a
Because-
side scroller, that could be your clue, which then
but
takes you back.
The art style of this game is somewhat. You know how you have games that go out of their way to try and do good graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This didn't do that.
How's that a clue?
That's nothing.
Okay, fine.
You're just telling me it's shit graphics.
Okay.
That's not a clue.
Okay, fine. It's like
I know you don't want
it's
to tell us, but come on.
it's intentionally cartoony looking graphics.
Oh, is it a side scroller then?
no,
Games like what's that bike game? Trials is a side scroller.
that is a side scroller.
But
Yeah.
that's
Too
just-
bad
that's
this
sports
isn't that
and
kind of
racing
game
game,
though.
isn't it?
Yeah.
This isn't that kind of game though.
So you got to think anything we just said has got to implement in that game. So racing, shooting, combat, sports.
Yeah,
none of
Yeah,
that.
but Trials
None
is
of
not
that-
racing though.
It's the sports.
It's a sport.
Anything in that.
And it
game,
is
so-
racing if you're up against.
Yeah, I would have
Each other.
considered that to be both a sports game and also a racing game in my questioning.
So this really makes it hard because I don't know what else to say game-wise about sports and racing and combat and all that.
And it's not a side scroller.
Nor is it a
Which
card
then-
game.
Not like that game's like
What's
just a cube or whatever it is, or
and then you just
Inhuman or
there's
whatever.
yeah, because there's certain games where you
That's
just
a
where you
strategy.
just play the game with data.
what's that called? Do you remember the one that we had the other day? Like Cube. Me and you had played it.
A cube. What? Okay.
Don't worry. I know what I'm talking. It's fine. It's fine. It was one of the questions from something that Jeff asked from one of Jeff's bags. Yeah. Anyways, carry on.
Okay, well, hang on. Does it involve investigation?
Ooh, investigation.
Yeah.
No.
Thought so.
But then they're considered strategy though.
It could be. There could be a shooter as well, like
No,
LA Noire.
No, because
Yeah,
that
but that's
won't
also
count then, obviously.
role-playing,
That's
isn't
shooting,
it?
role playing.
I suppose
that's
it's
combat.
kind of like a third-person shooter
Yeah,
slash
but-
role-playing
that
slash
involves
auto
combat
theft
then,
game,
so-
and it also involves combat. That's right.
No, that's anything. Mysteries.
Did you say it involves
mysteries,
combat?
No, it doesn't involve combat.
Mysteries, but like it's investigation. So certain investigation games are just literally trying to investigate some problem,
racing.
but it's not that. But
Is it based on the film franchise?
No.
Is it?
It's 13 minutes.
Is it like a board game?
Board game?
Yeah, like
Try it,
Monopoly and.
No. But you're on a better track there.
It is a board.
It's not a board game.
Oh, I think I might have it.
It could be one of those card games that you were saying before.
I think
Yeah.
I might have it. Oh, I've got a question. Ask him if
We
it's
can't
a-
discuss with each other.
ask him if it's a jukebox game.
A jukebox game.
Oh, you mean like a Guitar Hero type thing?
Box. Yeah. Ask him if it's a jukebox game.
Okay. Is it a jukebox game? Is it like a jukebox game?
What do you mean by
No, as in
jukebox? game?
jukebox is.
Is that a franchise?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
No.
a bit confused as well.
No. So it's probably a clue time now. So, would you like a little bit of information about the game, or would you like me to sort of tell you what kind of vein you want to be looking in?
You should have said, is it music type?
No, I don't think so.
That's a genre.
Go on, he's giving us a clue.
Yeah, go on.
Let's-
Okay.
Clue
My clue is this is what you would consider to be a family game. You know,
Oh, it's gonna be one of those sing-along ones. You know, the sing-along
Hero,
games?
DJ
Guitar
Hero.
DJ, yeah. Or what's the sing it one?
That's it. Sing it.
Sing it.
Yeah, sing it.
It also, I'll give you another clue as well. It requires a peripheral to play it properly, like a plug-in thing that isn't
is it
a normal.
Hero game?
It's no.
Go with
It's
mine.
like something that isn't. It's like not a
like an extra.
like
control
like
thing.
a like not a normal controller you have to plug in
Like a
to
mic,
play
like,
it
for
properly.
instance, like-
A mic would be an extra peripheral. Yes.
Yeah.
It's up to you. So we can try and narrow it down so it doesn't involve music or singing.
Is Guitar Hero, was that on
Guitar
PS2?
Hero was Xbox all consoles.
You already asked if it's a hero game and you said no, so it's not a hero.
Actually, I didn't answer that question.
did.
Then I was actually
You
asked.
quickly said no.
He did say no, but I think he's now regretting his no, so we're going to take that back.
You can actually, you know,
Well, it
you
wasn't
can
actually-
take it or leave it. You can go with whichever direction you want.
That wasn't actually a question, though, was it? Because it was actually Lee's turn. So
You know what?
No,
Yeah.
but I was.
So, okay. So you can ask him if it's a music type of thing to narrow a bit more down, or just ask him if it's a Guitar Hero, or ask him to sing it all.
Well, the
gotta involve music,
the music thing will narrow the
Yeah.
playing field,
Yeah.
I think.
It would
Yeah.
be the best narrowing down for that degree.
And he's probably egging us on to do that because it's the wrong route.
Do
So,
whatever
Oh,
you want.
don't,
mate.
don't.
but
Is it a
just-
musical game then?
No.
You required a peripheral
Yeah.
on
Absolutely.
PS2.
Yeah.
What PS2 peripherals were there? Because
To sort of like drag yourself down the wrong path.
You are
Maybe
dragging down the wrong way. So
maybe
you
allow you to-
basically
you
give us
know.
clues.
tell me then.
I
Lee, and
have
I'll
given
ask
you a
it.
clue. I've said it requires a peripheral and it's a family game. Those are very good clues.
Was Buzz on PS2?
So when you said it doesn't involve music, there's
Is
not
it my
music
turn?
playing on it,
Yeah.
or
Is it a
we're
quiz
not
game?
singing
It's a
along
quiz
anyway?
game.
Oh, it's fucking Buzz. What quiz games are out there? Because Buzz had the buzzers as peripherals.
Yeah, but it's on the console. On the console though, so it could be. It must be a millionaire.
Oh, I remember the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game.
It
I
could
had
be
that.
that.
Yeah.
I was on the
Yeah,
console.
that's
It even had Chris Tarrant doing the voice things in and
That's
stuff
good,
like
that's
that. You could do a phone a friend, ask the
I reckon it's
audience.
Buzz. He smiled when I said Buzz.
Fuck off, Nate. Were you trying to tell
He-
me, egg me on?
It can be Buzz.
I
because
was trying
Jev's
to-
already done Buzz.
I was trying to find a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game.
Jev's done Buzz.
Yeah, but he might just be double bluffing and bring Buzz again.
Exactly. It could be. Don't listen to Nate.
Jev's not the
basically.
only
Don't
one.
listen to Nate.
Jeff's not the only one who owned Buzz.
Wait.
There's various people who've owned Buzz.
If we just had a clue, so 15,
It was
16.
15,
Yeah,
16,
I was
17.
17.
You're 18.
It's on you.
Not back on me, yeah? You haven't answered yours
He
yet.
just fucking went. He just asked, is it Buzz?
Did you ask if it Buzz?
Oh, no, you asked if it was a quiz game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it back on me again?
No,
No,
it's,
Yeah,
on-
yeah, it's
on
on
me.
you, yeah.
Sorry, because I didn't think that was a question. I thought we should.
No, I asked him if it was
Oh,
a quiz
God.
game.
Right, what do you want me to go
He
with?
said
Bland
yes,
Lads
it's a
then?
quiz game.
Right, what?
Which, so it's either Buzz or Guitar Hero.
Or who wants? No, it can't be Guitar
Guitar
Hero.
Hero
it can't
quiz
be,
game.
yeah.
It's a quiz game. So basically, it's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire
Yeah.
or Buzz.
Buzz the quiz.
What other quiz games was there?
Those are the only two that I'm thinking of.
There's got to be something else as well. I swear that there's like.
Did they do
and
a?
an external part that connects. To
Oh,
it as well.
did they do a? What's that Anne lady?
Oh,
yeah.
Who wants to be a weakest link?
Did they do a weakest link
There
game?
was. There was.
Was there?
I
Yes.
don't know.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
I feel like there might have been.
There is a weakest link game. Yeah.
Do you remember her? She was such a bitch. What a
Robinson.
bitch.
Right.
Fanny
okay,
Nobinson.
okay. So it's either I say the one game or I could try and narrow it down a bit more. So for instance, the two games that are Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and the weakest link.
I was say, is this an ITV based quiz game?
I was going to say, is it ITV or was it BBC?
BBC was Who Wants to... No, ITV was Who Wants to Be a Millionaire,
Yeah.
I think.
So we could say, was it a
Didn't
TV
Jeremy
based?
Clarkson present the new Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
So
He
what?
did. I don't know if it was the new one or
We
the
could
old
say,
one. I
is
feel
it
like
a
it was the
TV
old
based
one.
game? You said it
Which
was
one
a
was
film
Chris
based
Tarrant,
game.
wasn't it?
Yeah, but there's older ones where Jeremy Clarkson did it, I think.
So do you want me to ask then? I could say the game name, or do you want me to ask? Is
Ask
it
whichever. No, because
I know, but I want to discuss with you first because we don't want to waste the credit.
Yeah.
So, shall I say, is it a TV based quiz game? Because then it goes off the two then, and if it isn't, then we know it probably is that Buzz.
Family Fortunes.
Family Fortune was a great one as
Family
well.
Fortunes game.
There's a PS1 Family Fortunes game, I think. I think there was.
Did they make one for the PS2?
It's just that I feel like he's dragging us down another wrong path
I know.
again. So,
it's
shall I
Buzz.
say?
It's
Shall I,
Buzz. Ask him if it's Buzz.
Would I?
Yes.
no, because that's that one game.
Would I?
Okay.
Shall I just say, is it a TV based
yeah,
quiz game?
yeah,
Because then it
yeah.
narrows it down a bit more. Then
Yeah, say that.
is it a TV based quiz game?
I am unaware of this particular game having its own television series.
Buzz.
Right. So now we know it's nothing to do on TV.
Buzz.
It can't be Buzz.
It's Buzz. Question number 19.
See if I
Lee.
waste this and you come out with
Question
something
number
different.
19. Well, if you don't
Buzz.
ask it, I'm
Is it
going to
Buzz?
ask if it's Buzz.
Is it Buzz?
Is it Buzz?
Yeah.
It's a Buzz game.
Is
Is it Buzz the quiz?
I don't think. What's the full title?
Oh, no, Buzz the quiz.
Come on.
No.
You gotta
Well,
give him
that's
that.
it. He's got to tell us then, otherwise,
let
isn't it?
Let me just.
You gotta give him that. He's mostly said it
Told
already.
you. I said it was fucking. He smiled when I said, "Is it Buzz?" He smiled.
It's a hard thing to do because if I said it's Buzz and it wasn't, then it'd have to go down the route of which TV based game it is. Like, you know, it's mad, isn't it? Because you only think a few genres once you go down that path, but then once you start hearing all the others, oh crap, there's more. There's music, there's quizzes, there's mystery, there's.
Those are all your Buzz titles there.
Oh fuck!
Jesus Christ.
We know it's not a racing game.
It's got to be a family one.
Buzz the Mega Quiz.
The big quiz. No, the school quiz.
Which is your final answer?
There's two: Mega Quiz and School.
No, there's Mega Quiz, there's Big Quiz, and the School Quiz.
I think,
It's like the school one.
I think it's the school one, yeah.
family, it's
I'm
gotta
locking
be-
in school.
Why are you locking it in? It's my fucking. I'm locking in the Big Quiz
What are you locking in?
because the Big Quiz was famously.
Is that
advertised on TV.
is that what we're going to go down with? We're going to go down with each one of you choosing which one because it's a Buzz game.
You have to
Yeah.
go
It is a
against
Buzz
each other,
game.
didn't you?
Yeah.
So now,
So now I'm going to play you off against each other for one final round. Which quiz game is it? Which Buzz game is it?
Yeah,
wanna have
so
a look
there's
at the
three,
list?
isn't it? So I'm saying the Big Quiz. You can say the Mega Quiz, and Leah said the Schools Quiz.
Yeah, I must say. I
yeah,
do
but we've
quite
still
like
got to make
dinosaurs.
one decision, though, haven't we?
Oh, is it Buzz the Dino one?
Wait.
No, he's this is a throw off.
Hang on.
I
Hang
asked
on.
him if it's a quiz game, and he said
We
yes.
haven't got that many. We're on 19th. So if I say it, that's the last question.
Okay, this is the last question.
He was the last one.
I was
and then
questioning
But
the
you already said Buzz, though, didn't you?
No,
It's
he
a
asked if it's a
Buzz
Buzz game.
game.
He hasn't decided which one.
I said is
Right,
it-
you got to say
yeah.
which one. So you got to make that final decision then.
Yeah, because
This is
he
like- this is bonus point,
because he
basically.
said like
It could be anything.
He said it's a Buzz game. It's a Buzz game. It's the quiz, and I was like, well, that's not one of them. I'll give you the list.
I did
of
ask
Buzz
you earlier
games.
if it was a quiz game, and you said yes.
I did say yes.
Technically,
Yeah.
It can still be the sports quiz because he said it's not a sports game. It's just a quiz about sports.
Sports.
Technically, it could be any of those.
I'm picking Buzz the Big Quiz. as
And
my
what are you
final
It's your
answer.
decision. I mean, if it's a family one, it's got to be more family oriented. That's what he said.
Well,
No. See, what we're doing right now is actually, rather than like pairing you all off against me together as a collective, I'm pairing you all off against each other. Since you've got so many to choose from, which one of you wants to come out on top here and score? Who wants to score the Buzz points? Buzz the big quiz, Buzz the Dino quiz, Buzz the school quiz. Whichever fucking quiz do you want to go with?
First off,
I might change it to Quiz TV.
Ooh, Quiz TV. That's what we're going to be called on here today. Quiz
I think
TV.
this has made it worse. This has made it more worse. You see, like, you go what you gonna go with, mate.
Buzz the big quiz.
Turn the camera first. What is it? Tell me. Tell me.
Oh,
Well done
For a second, I
yourself.
thought
Well
I
done.
Yes. I remember the adverts on TV for this.
Now, was that the same one that Jeb brought?
No.
It wasn't.
No.
Okay.
No.
Can I just say, Nave? I
was
never
the first one.
would have thought you would have buy that game.
I don't know why it was in my house, but it was there.
Why?
I have no
Did you
idea.
get that game?
There was no controllers with it or anything like that. It was just
no
there.
peripherals.
I don't even know how to play it. I know you get a thing that you press buttons for.
Imagine
right,
if
and
that
that's
is
it.
just.
Maybe we should play that one. I mean, I'll probably win, and I'm good at
I
quizzes.
can't believe
like,
that
I
was.
need the power thing for that. To
I
work.
cannot believe that was in.
That
it's the
one
same
kinda
as a
works.
PlayStation.
That was in
yeah,
your in your selection at home, and being a PlayStation, at your house.
Alright, who's going next? Is it me?
Yeah, go on. Then.
I've got a virtual game.
Just like real life.
And actually, here, to show that I'm not cheating, I will show this game to the audience. So then the audience.
Oh, what? So you
can
haven't
know.
brought the case in
I haven't brought a game.
because it's on the game on the virtual.
Yes.
Okay. Right. When
Send
you
it
said
to our man,
virtual,
Gavin.
though, are you trying to say it's virtual reality?
No, as in I've brought
No,
this
no,
game
no,
on
sure.
my phone.
Because are we going VR over here, or we're just on? No. Okay. Cool.
Speed.
Cool. I'm just making
I
sure.
haven't brought a
I'm just
physical
making sure.
game.
Because
The game is
Just
inside the
checking our cars.
electricity.
yes.
It's been brought through a twister with
Yeah.
him.
What I'm trying to say is right. What I'm trying to say is because it's on your phone, we're not going to be able to feel what console and everything has come from. So I
Do you want me
think
to I can give you
you
a
should
console.
tell us where it's from. Where it's
PS2.
from. Thank you. Made it a bit more easier for us.
Who we starting with?
You go around the same. Oh yeah, it
doing
swapped my way.
Which way are we going?
It's
Nathaniel.
like
You can
Changed
kick
this way,
off.
didn't you? So we're going the same way again.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't want to start with me and then go back the other way.
No, we're starting with you, and then
We could do your odd way.
Okay,
yeah.
is it a wrestling game?
No.
running down.
Is it a shooting game?
No.
Strategy.
No.
Racing.
No.
Any combat at all?
Yes.
Okay, so it could be a sword game. If it's not shooting or anything like that, or
A fighter.
fighter.
Is it Tekken?
No.
Is it a fighting game like, one of those ones where you're facing each other and going
Yes.
and you've got health bar that comes down?
Yes.
Hang on.
It's a Mortal Kombat.
Okay,
boy.
right.
Be a mortal boy.
Your
So
question?
that's. So we're going 6 or 5.
issue.
Yeah. So what did you last one? Did you combat one?
It's a fighting game.
Fighting game. So you punch each other. Pew pew.
Yeah. Could be Fighter's Destiny on Nintendo 64.
So it could be a Tekken. Couldn't it?
No, already.
You already asked.
He's
the
asked,
Tekken.
it's not a Tekken.
And you're fighting each other.
Yeah, you do fights.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to think of one that's not Tekken.
Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Fighter's
Oh yeah,
Destiny.
true. True. Sorry. My bad. God.
Soul Calibur.
Is it a Mortal Kombat game?
No. He's giving them all up. Go on, Lee.
What did you ask?
Hang on, what
Mortal
question?
Kombat, Soul
Come on,
Calibur,
Lee.
Tekken.
3, 4,
Is it
5,
Fighter's
6,
Destiny? It's
7,
goddamn Fighter's
8,
Destiny. I bet it is.
Is
That's
it,
what I was asking because we
Should
went
I-
around quickly.
Ask him.
is it Fighter's Destiny?
No.
Ah. Is it a Soul Calibur game?
No.
Actually, I've only said it twice. So I've only had 2 questions, haven't I? So this is my third one.
That's 9, yeah. That makes number 9.
Yeah.
It would be 6 each if it was 2.
Yeah, he's number
Yes,
9.
I'm
and
on
then
third.
Lee's
I'm on
number
my
10,
I'm on my third question now.
which makes him 9.
What should I say, boys?
One of the ones that I haven't said.
What?
We've said Soul Calibur. Did you say Tekken?
Did you say Tekken?
I said Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat.
He said
Tekken.
Tekken.
Okay, so we've had Soul Calibur, Mortal Kombat, Tekken, Fighters Destiny.
Wait, when you said though, fighting from the health bar, it's not. Is it exactly
Dead or Alive? There's Dead or Alive as well.
Is it exactly each other, or just like that, constantly fighting those other people going down the line as a path?
Do you have health bars at the top for the two main characters fighting each other?
I've already said yes to that question.
Okay. It could be the crappy Marvel fighting games. What are those called? The ones that are like made by the same people as Mortal Kombat, but not those.
They did it with just all the Marvel characters and the superheroes.
Dishonored? Is it Dishonored?
Decepticon? No, it's not Dishonored.
Dishonored. No, what's the other Mortal Kombat game series?
Was that a question? Whose question is it?
No, we're thinking. We haven't said yet. But we already said that.
You've already ascertained that genre is fighting
by
game.
NetherRealm Studios.
Is it made by NetherRealm Studios? Do your research.
No. I mean, I can check
it.
but no, I'm pretty confident. No, I can double check if you
please.
want me to.
Check, please. All right, Lee.
What were you trying to tell Speedy to ask him?
Ask him if it's Japanese.
Do you really think so?
If it's a Japanese developer.
Is it a Japanese-Chinese developer?
Same country.
No. I can give you a clue and I can tell you who the
Oh, you have
developers
to now
are.
because that's his 10th question,
Yeah.
so you have to give us a clue.
So I can give you.
No, give us something else.
No developer.
Yeah, but that still might not. Okay.
There's two developers. There's EA Canada and
So it's
Aki
American.
Corporation,
See, it's
AKI.
not helping me.
That sounds Japanese to me.
No, it's not.
Aki Kumbubu.
I mean, it's got some Japanese artists. It's got a Japanese producer. I mean, you were asking. I'm trying to aid here.
You said no.
So it's gonna be. It's gonna
No,
be like
because these are producers.
But so far the cast is for them.
No, these are producers.
Okay.
I don't really like Japanese games very much.
I didn't say it was a
Or
Japanese
Japanese.
game. It's an EA game, and they worked with Aki Corporation.
In Canada.
Right.
EA
Let's
Canada,
just have a
I don't
think
like
a bit.
EA games.
Let's just have a think a bit. Okay, so it's one-on-one
EA
combat.
fighting games.
One-on-one combat. Yeah.
Health bars.
It's not Mortal Kombat. It's not.
combat. One-on-one.
Whose
Tekken.
question is it?
No, it's
Nathan's.
Nathan's. So it's not Mortal Kombat. It's not Tekken or anything like that. One-on-one combat in front of your screen. What else could it be? Let's just think of them. Is there actually any others?
It's a niche one. None of you guys can guess this game. For some reason in my head, I feel like you've got it, but I genuinely don't think you have.
No, I don't. I don't at the moment. I'm just literally I'm avoiding.
No,
all-
as in, I
Yeah.
think you might own this game, but I don't know.
Right, I'm avoiding all the ones that I think it might be because obviously we've gone through some of them already, like the common ones, yeah. So now I'm thinking of something like. Hang on, you said it was
Genre is
PlayStation 2,
fighting.
didn't you?
It's a PlayStation 2 games.
Yeah, it's
EA
it's not
game.
PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
It did.
I
Did we?
did.
I asked him right at the
Yeah,
start.
Oh,
that's
it's a
because it was
PlayStation
digital.
2 fighting.
PS2 fighting
I've been thinking
game.
that the whole
EA. Combat 1-to-1 health bars.
Didn't they do this with South Park as well? They did this with South Park, didn't they?
South Park had a couple of games. They were on N64 though. If
I'm
going to
make a drink while you deliberate.
Could be. EA Canada did have a stake in the South Park games, I think.
Did they?
And wasn't I feel like Simpsons.
Yeah, I think it was EA Canada because I can remember
think
the EA
it was
Canada
like-
coming up when they had to. What's the one where you throw the snowballs at the goose? Is it that one?
Is it one? There's wasn't the Simpsons did one as well?
Simpsons.
That was hit and run.
No,
There was a Simpsons wrestling game.
There was a wrestling one, and
that was on PS1 though.
Yeah, one-on-ones, health bars.
Oh, yeah, there was. Yeah.
This is a fighter.
Yeah.
not
I mean,
a
there's a
wrestler.
Simpsons one.
Genre of
I asked
the
if it
game
was a
is
wrestler.
fighting.
That's what I'm saying. But there's a Simpson one that was the fighting one as well. I just can't remember what that was called though. But obviously it's not because he's clearly against that.
So it'd be like UFC or something.
Nah, it'd be too early to be UFC.
There was a UFC game.
There was there was a UFC one, Xbox and PS2.
Like Pride or
So
Strike.
shut down in the thought that
Hang
he's
on,
gonna
we're
bring
missing
one
we're
again.
missing a lot of things here. Why are we thinking? Why
Is
are we
it a
thinking
South-
Tekken?
is it a
We
South
got
Park
UFC,
game?
We
I
got,
mentioned Tekken.
It's not a
yeah.
South Park game.
No, but we got UFC and we got boxing games as well.
Lame.
All of which are EA, I think.
Oh fuck! It'll be a fight night.
That's what I mean. We got loads. There's loads of other
That's
games.
all the one I was thinking of.
Why have we not thought of
Fine,
that?
it's fine,
Alright, so it'll be a
That's
shit fight.
11.
It's fine.
Huh?
Your question number 12. Shoot your shot, please, sir.
I haven't said it yet.
Fight
So.
night round 2.
So we think it's a. I could narrow it down and say, is it a boxing game? I'm just thinking if we try and guess the name,
I'll take it then.
you could just say no, but then we're still missing
Lee
a
has
Ask
question.
if it's a
Given up.
boxing game.
Okay, is it a boxing game?
No.
Right.
Ask if it's a
We've
UFC.
still got a UFC one. Then, so is it a UFC one?
Ask if it's a UFC.
Because you already asked us wrestling. This is not
Is
that.
it a UFC boy?
No.
Ah. Yeah.
Fighting is there?
No, 13.
I've already asked if there's wrestling game, and it's not. That was
You're
the first
14.
We should maybe go back to the Simpsons hit and run fighting game.
It's not South Park either, apparently.
Well,
Your question number 14. And then you get a clue at 15. Ooh, fucking hell, you nearly saw that.
No, I was
I
looking.
don't think it's actually because we go for Japanese stuff in it. Like I doubt it's going to be like.
Yeah,
What?
it
Because
can
South
be.
Park could be because they did do an Asian version, didn't they? Yes, they did. They did. They did.
Did I not ask you if it was a South Park game earlier?
No, you didn't. They did a South Park
You
Asian.
You asked if it was a
me-
particular South Park game.
There was an Asian version side of
I mean,
it.
you can ask
South
me
Park
again.
Fighting.
I mean, I thought I asked you, and you said
I
no.
feel like you asked me and I said no, but you can ask me again.
I
and
feel
I'm
like
gonna
I
say
asked
no
you. And
again.
I feel like I asked you,
And
and I
I'm
said
gonna
no,
say
and then
no
you gave me
again.
a second question. So
Mm.
I thought it was to a particular South Park
There
game.
was,
Are we-
there was a South Park Asian one when they ordered the Death Star things and
yeah, the ninjas one. That
The
wasn't
ninja
that
one,
there,
yeah.
no.
There's only one person that out of my friends who would have played this game. You don't know him. He's my Welsh friend, Reese.
okay.
What kind of game would someone called Reese play?
Yeah.
We're stereotyping now.
No, honestly, he doesn't fit the stereotype of a Reese.
Okay,
but
look,
yeah.
let's think about what else can narrow it down.
He's
then.
now
So
like a
we've done the
cowboy.
I only
boxing,
know 2 Reeses now, both
we've done the
weedy
boxing,
with
done
bad
the
hair.
UFC,
Yeah.
Not wrestling.
Very weedy, very
Just
white,
do like
very
a
bad hair.
Air.
Did we clarify that it's animation or you know what I mean?
Yes.
Of course, but it's in the type.
I
of
mean,
animation
there was a
is it?
Dragon Ball
Is
Z
it-
fighting game on the PS2.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's not EA. That's not EA.
It's not that either.
I crossed Dragon Ball Z.
So we could say
fucking
we could say
20 minutes ago.
we could say is it based off
Fighting game.
you could say is it based off a TV game? No, is it a game that's based off like TV like series?
Is the
or-
game based off of real life?
The characters in the game, that could be a clue. The characters in the game reference real life people.
It sounds like wrestling.
It does. It sounds like wrestling.
It's not wrestling.
We have, yeah.
The character in the game
Done
reference
the
real life
boxing,
people. Actually, it
done
can't
the
be wrestling
wrestling.
because wrestling's
Oh.
real.
All the characters in the game, I
Done the
believe,
UFC.
are based off of real life people.
What else combat fighting games are there? Not real life people besides UFC, boxing, and
It's a niche market. Honestly,
um,
it's a one of one.
fencing. Short, no, because it's real people. Don't we have to think about now?
Was that a question?
No.
Right.
Okay.
Is it mine next? Because you did yours.
Yeah.
Some level of
Poland.
presumably not real fighting that isn't wrestling.
But it involves people that's in real life.
All the characters are based on real life people.
Like some sort of judo game.
I was just gonna say, is it like karate or something? Or
Yeah,
There can't be like a judo game. Can there? That's like almost a martial art.
It's
That,
art of the martials, yes.
oh
But
god.
okay, so we're talking about karate then, kind of thing. But I just didn't think there'd be a game on it.
did you guys tap out?
Hang
No,
on, I gotta
we still gotta go.
You're not gonna fucking.
We've only just gone. We've only just gone. Did we go?
I have
for
to
just
give you a
gone
clue,
14.
don't I?
Yeah.
No,
So
we're-
I'll tell you
no.
what. I'll go because I'm 15 and I.
yeah.
Yeah. So should I just say it's a karate? Is it a
Go on.
karate game or is it a martial arts?
No,
Type
we
of
know
game.
that. We know that.
Yes,
we
it's
know
martial
that. We know that.
arts.
We know that. We know that. Oh.
Multiple disciplines, if you want me to give you that one for free.
So I'll ask it as a question then.
So it's a mixed martial arts game.
It's a game where probably karate is there as a discipline in it. Like it's a fighting game. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I just
that's the genre. The
so
genre's fighting game.
It's gonna be like Pride or Strike Force probably then. Because
Pride was Xbox 360.
Was it?
It was, yeah. UFC Undisputed 3.
It could be UFC 1.
I don't know what's asking. I don't think I actually got.
Did anybody ask if it's a UFC game?
Yeah, we did.
And you said it's not.
He
No,
said-
it's not a UFC game.
Is it Strike Force? You're just trying to bamboozle us by just
Honestly, this game was amazing, and I'm gutted that it never really caught wind.
It's not the Warriors, is it?
Warriors,
can't be the worst,
Which, for the record, is a
fucking.
fucking crap
It's
game.
an amazing game.
It's such a
Fuck you.
fucking
It's
crap
an amazing
It's
game.
not good at
And
all.
no, it's not the
It's
Warriors.
so
If that was a
crap.
question, it's not the Warriors.
It's so crap. It's not good at all.
I don't know. What do you want me to say? Because I ain't got a clue.
It's based on
Star
real
Wars
people.
game.
Based on
It's
real
based
people.
on real people, so we can't like.
I
Oh
come
my
back
God.
into the
I
EA
can,
realm.
I can give you a funny clue. One of the people that it's based on was the ambassador for America in the previous Olympics, and he had his own pin because the Olympians they have like pins to start conversation, and they swap like little pins, and he had his own custom made pin.
Okay, that just made me lost.
The guy's not an athlete either.
Not an athlete.
Yeah. Think back to the recent fucking Olympics.
This Olympics just gone.
This Olympics
Oh,
just
I
gone.
didn't watch any of that.
Not the Paralympics, the actual Olympics.
I didn't watch any of that either. Apart
America had like they sent someone who shouldn't have been there, but was fucking amazing.
Did they send Joe Biden? Did they send Joe Biden?
no,
He's not really doing anything at the minute, is he?
So that's a fucking big clue.
Oh no, it isn't because none of us watched the
is.
None of
Olympics.
us
None
watched
of us
it.
watched
There's
it.
a clue.
Oh, fuck you! You should
So is
be. You should pay more attention to what's going on with your country.
So what is it? Karate or judo? Kind of like. The thing is, I don't know any games in that type of fighting. I don't think I played any.
Genre fighting game. For the PlayStation, it was a 1-of-1. Here's another clue. They released a second game on the Xbox 360, which was shit compared to the first game.
The weird thing is, right? We've got like 4 or 5 more questions left, and we just don't know what to ask anymore.
This is what I'm saying.
We got to the point where I just can't think of it because you're giving that many clues as well.
So these characters are based on real humans.
real human beings.
And now you're saying they're based on real human beings. Are these portraying real
They
world
have the
or
likeness.
fictionalized
they
version
have
of them?
the likeness of the real human people, but obviously it's a fighting game, so there's
this the one
punching,
where they
there's
had all,
kicking,
like-
there's
Was this the one where
You
they
know.
had all the actual leaders and all that, like all fucking
Celebrity deathmatch.
no.
It's not celebrity deathmatch, and they didn't. Didn't they do a celebrity deathmatch?
No, they did like all the leaders were fighting each other or something like an animation kind of thing, wasn't it? Like Trump was in it, I think, as well.
Yeah, that's celebrity
Trump
deathmatch,
was
dude.
it.
What was that? No,
Gandhi's in that fucking one where he nukes everybody, isn't it? Is it like that? And it's
to be
serious, is
honest,
it, or somewhat serious?
I think
Is
I
it silly?
think I'm lost on this
Josh
one.
has tapped out.
I can't think of anything
Lee.
else what it could be.
Do you tap out? Yes, Brev.
Well, there's questions still.
It's not really looking good.
Well, I don't really tap out.
Mm.
I'll go when everyone's finished, obviously, but I just can't think of anything. I just can't.
Def Jam. It's a Def Jam game. Def Jam Icon. No, just Def Jam. Def Jam Unlimited.
No.
Def Jam. It's a
Jam
Def
what?
Jam game.
Def Jam what?
It's a
'Cause-
shit
'cause
Def Jam game
it
where
was
they
fucking
do,
amazing.
where they
It
like.
wasn't shit. It was fucking amazing.
Def Jam Icon was on 360.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not that. It's the first one.
Def Jam.
Def Jam what?
I can't believe it's that one of that game. I heard Def Jam and I was never.
Do you know where Def Jam came from out of thin air for me?
Right.
I looked at the GTA poster and then saw like random gangster
Yeah.
people, and then I looked over there and saw DJ Hero, and I was like, Def Jam.
Yes. I'm fucking surprised you got that.
Was there a celebrity Def Jam?
No, it's just Def Jam, and it's about. Do you know?
I remember hearing Def Jam.
I can tell you what it is.
Didn't the music change depending on the fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
trying to
fuck,
think of,
I
like,
don't know.
the
Why
name
the
of
hell have you thought of Def Jam? I remember
Do you want me
Ollie
to tell him
playing
what it
that.
was?
I remember Ollie
It was
playing.
great. Do you want me to tell him what it is?
Yeah, what's it called?
Def Jam Fight for New York.
Oh, of course it was.
It
Who
had
could have
Snoop
forgotten?
Dogg in it. Snoop Dogg was the guy who was at the Olympics.
Snoop Dogg was the
He's the
Olympics.
main enemy in Def Jam. Yeah,
Snoop
Why
Dogg
the
as
hell would
well
you
when
send
he-
Snoop Dogg to
Did
the
you not know?
Olympics?
Yeah. Oh my god. He had his own pins. Look at this. Oh my god. Snoop Dogg
Was it
Olympic.
legit him that
Yeah. Yeah, Snoop Dogg Olympic pin.
I saw a picture actually of Snoop Dogg at
Yeah.
the Olympics. I thought it was like a fake.
No, he was there the whole time, man.
Why?
Like he had key rings. That's his Olympic pin that he was giving out.
Blowing
to all
smoke
yeah.
rings
Yeah,
with the Olympics.
but the Olympic rings.
Oh, that's so stupid.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I was thinking of like he carried the torch, but is he gonna be fucking dealing with
He was
pins
there the
or
whole
talking
time,
to
like in the
people?
background as well. Even when all the different types of sports, he tried to see them all.
Yeah, he was all
just,
over it, mate.
fair play to him.
Yeah, look at that. He went and watched like the dress.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh mate.
God. So what did he have? 4 questions left on Silos.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. Look,
So Nave got it, but there's on 4 questions left.
he was loving life.
Yeah,
So
I mean, we kind of
technically-
meandered a little bit.
Kind of handed, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
technically you're still leading then because you was right at the end. You was, but we got it, but it was right at the end.
So I'm on like 18 points today.
Well, I haven't finished it yet.
Have it
Well, that's it. Isn't it?
Yeah, we got it.
We
Def
got it.
Jam.
Done it.
Def Jam.
Def-
Fight
No,
for
I
Life.
meant like we haven't finished.
Oh, so you said I could get
Yeah, so
16
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
So
whose
technically,
game is it?
you've got that.
He's a
You're,
Freemason.
what I'm saying is you're leading at the
He's
moment.
a Freemason.
Yeah. Is
holding,
he
a, holding a weapon.
I was in there.
So holding a weapon here now. It's going around that way, and it's because you've done that one.
That looks like a PlayStation game, mate.
yeah, it's definitely a PlayStation.
That's
Don't
a
need a
PS1.
feely touchy.
No, it's a PS1 game.
Nipples alright.
It's a PS1 game.
Did he say PS2?
No, I said that's PlayStation 1 already because you got the thick hard bit at the start, and then obviously this is all case that you open. PlayStation 1.
I'm convinced it's a PlayStation 1 game too. Let me feel it so I can tell if it's a double
You
disc
can
or not.
Oh,
Tell.
yeah.
No, it's not a double discer.
It's a single discer.
Single discer.
Good check.
Yeah, you can tell.
Who wants a bet?
So it's me first then.
Yeah, it's speed. We're going this way this time again, then, yeah.
We'll go the same time.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
You
CeeLo,
sure?
you go then. It starts from you because
Is
if we
it-
go
is
in the
it
same
Stuart
order.
Little one?
No.
Is it not?
No stuff.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, we
Is it-
got his like 4 turns the last weekend, didn't we?
Is it a Disney game?
No.
Thank God for that. It's not Rugrats then.
What's that polyphonics thing again?
Polyphony Digital.
Yeah.
Does does it involve shooting? Like, does it have shooting weapons?
Wait, how's shooting elements?
Shooting elements. Okay, so right, so it's a good
Shooting
game. It's a good
elements.
game, lads.
Shooting
It's a good
elements, he
game.
said. Shooting elements.
Stop looking at my
No.
crotch.
Sorry, I just-
Is it Crash Team Racing?
No.
Yeah, you could kick and whatever. couldn't
Yeah,
you?
but you're right.
Kick.
Shooting.
Shoot.
No, you could go over the boxes and get like a rocket. Or
Oh, like in Crash
Yeah.
Nitro Kart. Was it Crash Nitro Kart was the second one? Do you remember Nitro Kart? Anybody remember Nitro Kart?
Yeah,
Yeah, Nitro.
have it over there.
Sounds kind
Nos. Did they have some of that NOS?
Yeah, I guess they would have been going with Nitro in that way, I suppose. Nitro.
Nitrous oxide.
Nitro meth.
Methane.
Nitro methanol. Meth? Meth fuel?
Well, we get that you're not talking about the amphetamine.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go on. Move. Let's just combat. Well, it's a shooting elements in it.
Is the significant driving elements too? Is the driving elements too?
No.
No.
Okay,
He's asking if it's driver.
So there's no.
No, because driving didn't have very much shooting elements.
Yeah.
What was the first question? Because there's no driving in it. There's shooting in it. What was it when we asked genre kind of wise?
I've just been asking if there's games left, if there's Stuart Little. It's
Oh
not.
yeah, so there's no Stuart Little elements to
Okay,
it.
Yeah.
no Stuart elements.
We're on
There's
four.
no
It's
mountains.
not
Four.
Crash Team Racing.
To number 4.
And number 4. Okay then. So
No, this is the 6th.
No.
okay,
Not that
so
far.
I want to add.
I've
I
asked
wanna
2
ask
questions,
then,
Lee. So I've
is,
asked if it was Stuart Little 1,
Yeah.
and I've asked if it was Crash Team Racing.
So you did
sports,
fucking up.
any sports?
He's number
Sports,
6.
yeah. Jesus.
Some shooting sports, isn't there?
What, like I suppose like shotgun shooting.
Well, like the Turkish dude, he was like this, wasn't he?
Is there any sports?
Oh, there's a video.
Any
There's a video I
sports
need to show
elements in
you.
it?
Somebody's
Yeah.
like
No.
he's
No,
he's one
okay,
of those
so-
like American gun YouTubers, and he's
Alright.
like doing a bit like that, and he's got a pair of the glasses, and he's like shoots like like that. And it's a good shot to be fair. He hits the 9, and then he like cosplays as just your typical American redneck coming out, and he comes out, chugs a beer in dungarees, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do shot." And the shooter's like, "Please step up to the mark," and he just comes for it, and he pulls out like about a fucking 2 foot long, massive ball revolver, goes boof, and the target because it's such a big round, the target goes and blows over to me. He's like, "Oh, that's amazing! He hit all of the rings of the target at once and scored a 42." It's so funny. But the video's like, how hard is it to be an Olympic shooter? And he's like, yeah, it's very hard.
There's I asked him the question. There's no sports elements in it. There's no any bit of sport in it at all. Okay.
Okay.
Your turn.
I was just letting you know.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was like, is that a
If you
question?
didn't, no,
Yeah.
I've answered the question. I
Yeah,
was letting
no,
you
that's
know
fine.
what the outcome was.
Shooting.
So mainly just,
Is it a GTA game?
No.
can't be no driving in it.
So I asked that because
The other one's top down, isn't it? Or I suppose
the
you're
older
still
one's
driving.
top down, yeah.
Yeah.
Significant elements of the game are driving.
Can we retract that last?
No.
That's what we keep telling each other.
Yeah.
So that we can ask something.
Number
What
8.
did
Dave.
you ask? I wasn't listening.
So
to you,
is
sorry.
it got any sports elements in it? And there's no sports involved at all.
Oh yeah, then you asked if it was a GTA game, basically.
Uh huh.
Number 8.
And
So we can still narrow it down a lot more.
Do you
What
play
type
as
of
a?
genre in it?
It's just shooting.
Shooting in it?
Shooting.
Yeah. So
He said elements.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So would you say there's also significant adventure-based elements too,
like free roam.
like an adventure shooter? Bit of adventuring, walking around, maybe doing some crimes, just adventures, maybe.
Perhaps, yeah, you could consider.
Oh,
it, but-
perhaps it's a yes or no question, Lee.
Well,
Which
can't
scale
really
you
say
do?
much more.
Okay, well, he
without-
says if there's shooting elements, then it's not a pure shooter game. Like, because if there's shooting elements,
no,
like
I did
But
read
if you're,
tracks
if
and
you're
stuff.
saying
So-
adventuring,
I said it is primarily
let me
shooter.
let me give you a
But
for
what's
instance.
more
Let me
else?
give you a for instance. So something like Ratchet and Clank would be an adventure game with shooting elements. Something like Call of Duty would be a shooting game.
Yeah.
You wouldn't say Call of Duty has
It's kinda-
shooting elements. That's
Yeah,
kind of the
good
bread
point.
and butter.
shooting elements means only got bits.
Is
in
it? Is it Ratchet?
All right, yeah,
Is
yeah.
it more
I
Ratchet
did
and
say
Clank?
it is more primarily shooter.
It's a shooter.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a shooter.
Okay.
It's
I'll.
more. Yeah.
So are you shooting guns
Yeah.
without Ratchet and Clank?
I've just managed to slip in whether or not it's Ratchet and Clank in there. That was on PS2 anyway.
I don't know. PS1 shooters.
Is it a Medal of Honor game?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Is it a Medal of Honor
Let's
game?
go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you ask a question? Okay.
Is it Medal of Honor game?
What's Jeff's favourite game?
Nice,
Medal of Honor Frontline probably.
Shooting based.
No,
It's
it's
not
not
like
Medal of Honor,
because
is it?
No,
obviously
his favourite game changes
no.
each week.
you got to think it's PlayStation 1 though, isn't it? Right? So
Shady.
You're talking.
Because I'm Slim Shady as I'm the real Shady.
You're all-
talking like.
Your other favourite games are just imitating.
Uh,
So with the real favourite game, please change each week. Please change each week. Please change each week.
Hang on. It could be Time Crisis, but you've already gone through Time Crisis, haven't you?
Oh, is it an on-rail
Just say it
shooter?
again.
Oh, ask him if it's an on-rail shooter with the light gun. Pew, 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 pew.
Is it on-rail shooter?
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Oh, why does no one know what an on-rail shooter is?
Basically, if it leads you through the area, and all you got to do is shoot when you're being pulled through the area.
House
It's
of
like,
the Dead is
you
an
know, House
on-rail
of the
shooter.
Dead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's an on-rail
Yeah,
shooter.
yeah.
Damn,
Like
was a
that
good
cop
question.
game.
Yeah.
Was it something
So-
cops at the arcade?
Yeah,
So
Time
you
Cop,
can- yes,
Time
yeah.
Crisis,
Time
Yeah.
Crisis or House of the Dead.
or Time
But
Cop.
the thing is, though, right? You got to think about it, though, because House of the Dead was only allowed to be played on Dreamcast.
Yeah, he's right. That was a Nintendo
So that
game.
was not actually be allowed to play on PlayStation 1.
You can play the cop one on PC as well.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, Virtual
I
Cop.
mean,
Yes, but
yeah.
this is
that's all right.
PlayStation 1 though. So only some of the arcade games was only allowed on the Dreamcast.
Right, it's your turn anyway. What are you going with?
Yeah. and then
We're
Clue.
discussing then.
You
What's
then
it
Clue.
helping?
Yeah, I know.
I get a clue. Gives a clue then.
No,
Nate.
it's you then Clue.
Yeah.
Me then Clue.
Yeah.
Is it? What are those games that Jev likes? He's got a T-shirt.
Virtual shooter?
No.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, is it that?
No, because those aren't on-rail shooters. Is it Time Crisis
Did
2?
he say it's an on-rail shooter?
Yeah.
Oh, so it is an on-rail shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Is it Virtual Cop then?
No,
Did you answer me then?
I never heard what you said.
Is it Time Crisis 2?
No. And your clue is developer is EA.
Of course.
I'm so tired of EA.
Just to throw a spanner.
Is
in
it
the
something cop? No cops here, mate.
That's so funny when I read the developer. I was like,
Oh, God.
we've just been in a swamp with EA.
If it was...
Do
Do you reckon we should make a virtual cop game and we should sort of have Lee's face as the cop and our faces as the as the baddies?
Did they do a Terminator?
There was an on-rails Nintendo 64. No, not Nintendo 64. Sega sort of on-rails shooter called Terminator 2 Judgment Day.
Was there a Dread game?
Judge Dredd.
Or is it Robocop? Is it Robocop?
Robocop was one, but I don't know if it was a rail-based.
It was. Is it Robocop? There's a rail-based Robocop, I think.
On PlayStation.
I will ask that question. You guys crack on. That's going to be my
Ask
next
if it's a movie game.
Okay.
Is it a movie?
I'll ask that question. Is it a game based off a movie? Is it a movie game?
Ding ding ding.
Oh.
Robocop.
Ah.
Oh, no.
Is it a Terminator game?
It's just Dread.
What kind of clue do you want now? I think we're on 15.
Ask her. I'd like to know who the main. I'd like to know who the actor who plays the main character in the movie is.
It's mixed characters.
Mixed characters.
Oh, it's not a Terminator. It's different Terminator.
What is that?
And it can't be Robocop.
Oh, I've got it. Have you got it? I have it. Who wants it? I'll wait for my turn. I have got it. I've fucking got it.
Sure.
I've got it. I've got it. It scared me to death, Lee. I didn't fucking finish it.
What, the movie?
I want to beat him to it.
It's a scary boy,
I think
isn't
you
it?
might be wrong.
Okay.
You think he might be wrong?
He thinks I might be
He's
wrong.
just going to say this is not a very scary movie at all, so either you're a pussy or you're wrong.
I don't think I've got it,
It's
actually.
me, and I'm just trying to think of it.
I don't think I've got it, actually. Thinking about it, I might be wrong. Because I'm thinking movie game.
Harrison Ford!
Yeah, I think it's a movie game, but...
No.
Multiple characters. That's the bit that's spinning
So
me.
it's not on a main character then.
I mean, you could name one, Lee.
No, I can't. It would give it away straight away. Straight away.
What's the one? The Maze Runner? That's not got a movie or a first person.
It's got a movie. It's got 3 movies.
Yeah.
Like,
Dune.
No, you're going too far off now. It's PlayStation 1.
Fifth Element. Star Wars. I think it's a Star Wars on rail shoot again.
No,
Oh, hang on.
You're doing the Star Wars music.
No.
I know.
Did you say Dune or Doom?
June.
Dune.
Because it could be Doom.
Doom.
Yeah. PlayStation 1 and
It's not a first person. It's a first person shooter though.
Oh, it wasn't round on it. No.
Yeah.
I thought there was the one that they did it round.
Has it got cop in it? Ask him if it's got cop in it.
I think it's got a cop in it.
You can ask him if he's got a cop in it. I don't think it's got a cop in it.
It's not Robocop. It's not Virtual Cop. What PlayStation? PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
Was that like a Spider-Man
It's
game?
got to be some sort of 80s movie.
That's why we thought. That's why you thought Robocop, because Robocop was a good shout. That's why I thought Terminator, because that was a bit like old school.
Yeah, those would both be like logical
Yeah,
first person
yeah.
shoot or third or whatever type shooter.
Yeah, but
What's the... Oh, it's got on my mind there. What's that game that
see, I
not
wanna say
game?
House-
What's the film that they brought back Like an old film, like sci-fi type.
Yeah, so I was thinking like things from that era, like Fifth Element, but I don't think it's that.
No,
Maze
I can't
Runner.
remember
There's like a
Maze Runner.
sci-fi. There's
Maze
a
Runner,
sci-fi
which I
game
don't
with
think-
Ryan Gosling in it. What's that? Not game, film. They've remade like an old film.
What's it called? What's it
What's
about?
that called? I don't know. It's like cyberpunk vibes.
Yeah.
Jumper?
No,
Blade
not
Runner.
Jumper.
Absolutely not.
Blade Runner.
That's what-
Blade Runner, yeah. I was saying
your-
Maze Runner. I was
Maze,
thinking Blade
yeah.
Runner.
Yeah.
I don't know if Blade Runner ever had a game.
No, I don't think
I'll
that
give you
was,
another clue. Since there's multiple people, there's got to be multiple
Movies.
movies.
Universes.
Yes.
Is it a whose go is it?
It's still mine.
Is it a Marvel?
I'm
game?
trying to think of it, and I don't want to waste.
Is
so
it
much
a
question.
Marvel
I
game?
don't think so. I don't think there would have been any Marvel
Yeah, 'cause
games
it's
that long ago.
PlayStation 1.
Beverly
I think that's
Beverly Hills Cop
That's
1.
what's struggling to get it because it's PlayStation 1. I'm finding it hard to actually get that game.
The bit that threw it
Time
for me is
Crisis
multiple
and all
cut. Oh, they
But
just give us a
if it's
character.
off, if it's off
I
a
can't.
film,
I can't.
that's what's-
Jackie Chan.
No, he's never can. It's spanned me
Oh
up a
yeah,
bit
Jackie
there
Chan
when
doesn't
you
really
say
ever
it's,
shoot anybody, does he? Instead, he just
Literally any character
sometimes he
I
holds
say,
a gun,
it
but
just
you never
goes away.
but you never see him
Quite
discharge
literally.
the
I'm
weapons.
just trying to think now though.
Yeah, so
on
give me
film,
away then.
that's rail based because there's only a few that was rail based on the PlayStation 1, and in that era.
Alright, hey Ali.
Like, is there a way we can
What-
just like?
what
is there a way
film-
we can lower it down, like narrow it a bit more?
What film are the actors in? Like, what are the actors?
No, 'cause
what
it's
what are the
like-
characters
You
known
can't-
for?
You can't ask him for another question. He's
because
already
that's me
given
telling
two.
you.
He's already
That's
given
not
you
yes or a no.
telling
He only
me?
needs to give two.
So yes or
Fuck,
no.
you gave us a I don't think so earlier. Whatever you said.
What?
Well, you were challenging me in between things, so I can't say yes.
Okay.
What else could we do to narrow it down?
Just make sure it's not Star Wars. I'd say.
Bum
I don't think there's any Star Wars games.
A rail-based game.
Well, it may have been though. They did a lot of Star Wars games back in those days.
The thing is, right, I remember some cowboy ones being.
Some cowboy-based games, actually. What,
But,
like a Clint Eastwood?
Hold up. The Magnificent Seven.
Oh yeah.
The Hateful Eight.
Oh, that's one of my favourite films of
The
all
Hateful
time.
Eight?
I love Hateful
I
Eight.
thought it was
It was
crap.
It's amazing.
I thought it was
It's
awful.
amazing.
I need to watch it again.
You
I
know,
thought
it's
it
set in the
was
same.
awful.
It's set in the same universe as
I'm trying to
Django.
get. Can I
Has
see
it?
it off here?
Nice.
Okay.
The Django. The Django.
Okay. Let me just.
The
think.
Django.
I can't think of anything right now. Is it
The Django.
in this shooter right rail game? Okay. Right. This is
Why so serious?
There's a bit of
Yes or
skiing
no?
in it as
Wait,
well.
don't tell me anymore because you don't have to
There's a
give
bit
it
what?
close.
Skiing.
Skiing.
Yeah.
Don't say it's a James Bond
It's a
one.
James Bond game.
Don't say it's a James Bond one. Are you shitting me? Really? Oh, it's so. Is it?
Skiing really that won't give it away.
Yes,
skiing,
because he's the only
skiing.
one bloody
Yeah,
James
when
Bond
he's-
yes,
film.
but
When he's
which
multiple
James Bond?
films.
Yeah, which James
So,
Bond?
all right, let me just. Okay, it's not going on, but just I'll just say, is it a James Bond film? So we can get someone else to
Yes.
ask. Okay. Bloody fucking hell.
Ding ding ding.
I can't believe we didn't do that. Which one was it?
I don't
I
Tomorrow
can't believe
Never
you
Dies.
sidestepped James Bond.
Tomorrow
But
Never
even
Dies. Did the snow one?
Tomorrow Never Dies has a snow sequence in it.
Is it James Bond Tomorrow Never
Moonraker has a
Dies?
snow sequence in
Is
it.
it
On Her
Tomorrow Never
Majesty's
Dies?
Secret Service has a snow
If
segment in it.
tomorrow
There was also a
never
Tomorrow There was a Tomorrow Never
dies.
Dies game because people speed run that one after GoldenEye and it was really bad. But it was a
the fact
64
GoldenEye
game.
was mentioned in the quiz. I was like, ah, cool. Relative.
Oh, it's proper James Bond as well.
Yeah.
No, that's not proper James Bond.
Nah,
That's my-
Sean Connery, man.
That's my
George
James
Lazenby's the true James
That's
Bond.
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan had a fucking Z3 at one point, and he had an E39 BMW.
I know, and,
Bumvy.
and they were the two crappiest Bond cars they've probably ever done.
I mean, fair play.
E39 Bumvy.
was-
The
It
sucked.
Z3 was a bit dead.
He was a
but-
bit gay, wasn't
Yeah.
it? That one got cut in half by a helicopter.
That wasn't railed though, mate.
No, I was thinking though, like just shooting all the time
That's
sort of thing. I
first
couldn't
person.
remember all the.
Mm.
Well, he's never asked
You
that.
tricked us.
He did, yeah. He dragged us down the wrong path with
Rail-based
the
game,
on-rails
right?
shooter.
Like we said, it's like
It's just locked on, like
locked on.
Yeah,
you
that's-
can't. But the
Yeah,
game
the game moves you
GoldenEye
around.
is
The
what
game moves you around a set path like
So,
you're
like-
on rails.
So
Right,
remember
okay.
House of the Dead?
That's why I was a bit unsure.
Yeah, you couldn't do anything, and it just rail. That's why we say rail-based.
The most complete Bond experience. That's a bold claim after like 2 years after GoldenEye came out, isn't it?
That's where we were going with that.
So it pushes you through
right.
and all you can do
I
is
thought
shoot.
you were meaning just holding,
Yeah.
kind of like what?
And all you can do is shoot. Like that's Time Crisis.
Got it. My bad.
No, that's Virtual Cop 2.
Is it?
Virtual Cop. That name's grown more and more realistic as time's gone on.
I know.
He's not doing any police work, he just shoots.
It's because this is the game that I played. It was great as well. Take that, we're getting in the tunnel.
Oh god, we could probably do some.
Tricked us.
We could probably do some mods to bring that game a bit more into the 21st century. Can we?
It was good, man. Oh god, I remember
The only people that American cops shoot at are either white kids shooting up their school or brown people in the street.
All right, go on then.
Sorry.
It's you. You two back.
It is me.
Who's got?
Oh, it will be me.
It's his
then.
game.
Sure,
Yeah, I
sure.
remember this mission. Oh
Sure.
my god.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
that's some damn
yes.
fine police work. Just
On
shoot the
Windows-
cars.
on Windows 98.
Fucking Windows 98.
Right. What was Lee's question? Is
Sure.
it a shooter?
Yeah.
Is it a shooter?
I
Yes.
just said yeah.
Well, I did.
You did just say yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Call of Duty?
Nope.
Is it an on-rail shooter?
Nope. And I know for sure it's not.
What console? We need to find the console.
We never even asked that. Fuck me.
That's a good point. That is a good point.
360 again.
I'll just make sure.
Nah, it's a PS2 game.
It's 360.
360.
He's an Xbox
360
boy.
shooters.
Yes.
He's an Xbox boy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Rainbow Six Vegas 2?
No.
Why didn't you just ask if it was a Tom
I know.
Clancy?
Go on, you ask that.
I know, because he likes staying in the game straight away.
Is it a Tom Clancy?
No.
Is it a Tom Clancy game?
You already asked, and I said no.
Okay, but I wasn't sure if you understood.
I do understand. And no.
Is it an Ubisoft game?
They're normally Tom Clancy games.
Yeah, but
No.
They are Tom Clancy games.
yeah, but there could have been a separate fucking entity of some sort.
They're not.
So, is that... Did you go around the
No,
monster already?
give Lee back his question.
No.
No, it's a question. It's a question.
Did
It's
you?
the same question as Nathan.
Yeah, but he didn't know.
He asked
so
if it was
asked.
Tom
That's
Clancy.
fair.
Yeah.
Did anybody ask if it's an EA game?
Is it an Electronic Arts game?
Yes.
He doesn't. Ooh.
Wait, I could be thinking
EA
Assassin's Creed.
shooters.
Right. Is it a Battlefield game?
No.
It's fucking
Medal of Honor.
EA friendly
Medal of Honor.
tonight.
Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor.
was.
Medal of Honor game.
Yeah.
Is it Medal of Honor?
No. No.
It's forced into it.
EA shooters.
Sorry. Other shooting series is from EAR. School Shooter North American Tour.
EA.
Um,
EA. Shooters.
Have you gone around twice or three now?
I don't know. I think we're due a clue, actually.
Just in time for your
If you
question.
do it clear, that means you got around the 10th question, but what was that? You done
I've done two questions.
So
Just
yeah.
then.
just then.
I wasn't really paying attention. But
So if we've done 2 all,
I need a wee.
2, 4, 6.
I started.
Good
He
maths.
It's just
started.
come two.
Very good maths.
6. 2, 7.
Okay. EA shooters. Is it?
To the game.
Can I pass?
Quite a lot of EA shooters.
EA had the Star Wars. What
Oh, is
console
it
again?
Metal Gear Solid?
No, they're not EA.
Nope.
Fucking, it's my question.
It was his question.
I'm just trying to help.
There was that thing that we all did. We
Is it a
discussed.
Star Wars game?
No.
What do you ask?
Oh, they did do
Star
EA.
Wars.
Bum, 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 bum.
Mate. Fucking what's
Crisis on?
his face died?
Sure.
Vader died. James Earl
Darth.
Jones died.
Is it my question?
Oh yeah, no, it's mine.
9 on you.
What's Crisis developer?
Crisis.
Yeah.
Cryotech probably.
Sounds about right.
Oh, are the Far Cry games EA?
They are.
Are they?
They are, I think.
Are they?
I think so. Are they
You
Tom
played the
Clancy?
Yeah,
I've never
it's an
played.
Ubisoft boy.
I've never played Far Cry.
Yeah.
I tried to play Far Cry.
There's other
4.
Ubisofts.
Yeah, Tom Clancy's Far Cry.
No. I think they're.
Is that your question?
No, it's not. It's Lee's question.
I think they are EA. I think.
What? Crisis?
No, the Far Cry games. I think.
they are.
What
yeah,
console are we?
Ubisoft,
What console
no?
are we on? I'm sure that.
360.
What question is it?
Yeah, it could be a Far Cry game.
Could be Far Cry 4.
Could be Far Cry 3. Could be Far
Say
Cry
what you
2.
feel. Say what you feel.
Could be Far Cry
Shoot
Instance.
your shot, Lee.
Yeah, because don't forget, I have to use the 10th person so I get a clue. You get a clue. Well, Sheila gets a clue after his question.
Yay. We've asked if it's Battlefield already.
It's in the game.
Yeah, I think
Nathan asked if it was Battlefield, and it was not.
We've asked if it's Star Wars.
and Medal of Honor.
Medal of Honor.
And it was not.
I think that the Far Cry games are EA. I think.
Yes, I concur. The Far Cry games are probably EA.
Do you think so?
I think so as well, yeah.
But you don't.
It can't be.
How can they not be?
Because they're all next to fine.
Because they're what?
They're all next to fine.
He's pretending to stare into his code to look at the developer to try to bamboozle.
has what? The echelons.
Yeah, I'm googling the fucking.
It's got
Far Cry games
Breakpoint.
to see
It's
if they
got.
are.
Extra Fighting has all the Tom Clancy characters.
It has Far Cry section as well.
Oh shit, it does, yeah. The
Thank
fucking
you.
healing lady.
Thank you.
She's Far Cry.
I'm just actually looking at it, trying to think of a clue, a good clue, an easy one, because I feel like two of them.
Okay,
will
well,
be
you're
away.
right. It is Ubisoft. Jesus.
I like that.
Oh, I couldn't sleep.
Not yet, until you get this. Come on, just say anything.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go sit in the back of Nathan's car on the way home.
No,
I didn't say right now. I said on the way home.
Oh.
Don't you dare leave this table.
Yeah, because if I sit in that bucket,
Fuck me.
if I sit in those
Slides.
figure-hugging bucket seats, I won't get out.
Slides. Just do what Sheila does. Say a game.
It's an
Can
arcade.
we put forward a policy for no EA games? I hate that.
Fortunately, I can't do that.
An EA policy.
There's a lot of games that was actually EA.
Is
Yeah.
it like?
Is it first person? We don't know that. That could help.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it was like arcade type, but maybe it's asking more than a yes or a no. It's an FPS. We get the clue after. So.
Or is it a third person? You know, you've got a difference between.
So US is FPS.
Single question.
No.
Who did Gears of War?
Not EA. Epic, and it was on 360. First game.
The game is a 360 game.
Is it a 360 game?
Yes.
It's not. It's Epic Games who did Gears. It's not that.
So it's your turn, CeeLo.
I didn't realise it was a
Just three.
360 game.
I'm just letting you know it's your turn.
I wasn't really thinking of 360 games. I was
Are you
thinking-
sure that Gears of War's not?
I'm certain it's Epic Games, and I'm
It's
certain it's
Epic
not
Games,
EA.
Okay. Ooh.
We hear
Ken
Epic
and
Games
Lynch,
and we
Ken
just
and
hear
Lynch,
Fortnite
Ken and
there.
Lynch.
That was PlayStation. No, it's not EA. I don't think either.
Army of Two. Army of Two.
Army of Two,
Is it Army of Two?
and that's the third person.
So you go with that then, yeah?
Yeah, that's the question.
Coach, making sure this. Yes.
We've done Army of Two before. To be fair.
Hey.
Oh, that was a great game.
It was great. The clue I was
Can I have
thinking
a
about
look?
going
Yeah.
with was like one of the characters named
Silas.
Salem.
Oh yeah,
Salem.
Elliot Salem and Tyson
Or
Rios.
I was thinking like, I'll just say it's co-op. Because Salem would just give it away.
That was
I thought.
good.
Yeah, Elliot Salem
Oh,
and
you could have
Tyson
up to
Rios.
four players.
Salem.
Sailor shit, Salem, help!
Help, Salem, I'm down.
That was a good game.
Yeah, it was a good game. They did another one as well.
Yeah, the 40th day.
$37.99.
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was great.
That was expensive then as well.
Yeah,
It
fair
was.
play coming up with that though, mate. I thought it was going to be a bit later on because it was tricky trying to think of a clue for that.
We've done
Yeah.
Army of
Well,
Two.
like,
We've
if
done
I
it
said a
before,
match-
haven't we?
Yeah.
If I said a
I've
match,
always
then-
brought it up. We haven't done it, but I've always brought it
Have we
up.
not?
No.
Because I thought if I said mash, you know what it was.
That's like
If you
Kane
said
and
it-
Lynch.
Put it back up on the pile. You can't take it home now. No, it isn't. None of the games that come here are yours. They all belong to the podcast. Once they've been here, they belong to the podcast.